I played the only true Draco, or the only Cleefort player.
It's true.
In 56 people. Round 1.
True.
Oh, then you establish who is the dominant one.
Yeah.
I'm against a Sky Strike player of all fucking.
What's wrong with you?
How come you didn't come up in my stream on my channel?
You see, because YouTube is a broken system that doesn't notify anyone of anything.
Well...
And it's actually a huge problem.
I mean, it's possible that I accidentally had this as like an unlisted stream.
No, I found it through my feed.
Yeah, like I got the notification bell linked. I even went to go see all my my subs. You didn't even come up.
Nice.
So
Shadow ban.
All right, so we're live.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. What's up, guys? David here, 1, 2, and 2, and welcome to live stream. What is today, Monday?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yes.
Tis the beginning of the week.
Tis the beginning of the week.
And 'tis the end of Dave.
We
End
are.
of days.
listen,
I got some bad news for all of you. I wasn't feeling very good, and I called up my doctor.
He's quitting YouTube.
I called up my doctor, and they told me that there's a possibility I might have the Rona. So I had to go in for a test today. And I don't have the results yet, but it's very possible this could be my last live stream.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna play the bagpipes here. Anyone want to say some last words for Dave?
F in the chat.
F's in the chat. My sentiments exactly.
He's a healthy old fuck.
So,
I mean, Dave did get a Rona test. That is accurate.
that is accurate.
He also lives in probably the epicenter for all
Coronavirus.
things Rona.
Yep. So,
So,
if anyone has anything
Azar.
to say about
say it now or forever hold your peace.
Hello.
the guys in the Discord, you guys can't hear it, but I'm actually blaring Amazing Grace on these bagpipes right now. I don't know if
Oh
you
no, I tuned into the stream just now and I hear it and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You could say it's amazing.
Yeah.
Grace.
Oh god. It's
Graceful-
loud as fuck.
Graceful charity.
You're going to hell for that, by the way.
Hey, it's a joke at my own
I'm a priest,
expense.
I
It
can
doesn't
say
matter.
that. I'm a priest. I
I
can say
don't think that's the reason he's going to hell.
I'm pretty sure.
that.
I will not
Rona
allow
also,
that.
like, consumes you.
I'm sure there's
Okay.
plenty of other reasons.
Dearly beloved, we stand here in holy matrimony unite Dave with the Rona. Shut up.
I could probably get like my Catholic Bible and read you your last rites or something.
Oh, you want to? Okay.
Um,
You're like
I'm
an
only
I'm
legally
aren't you
allowed to
legally
marry
able
you
to
in
do
Oklahoma.
I was like, aren't you like an ordained minister so you could do that? Like, is it a thing?
I can, but then it'd be official.
Yeah.
I mean, you can marry someone. I don't know that
I mean-
that's something that you can do.
I mean, Dave, if you're in Oklahoma, I can marry you.
Okay.
Like, I can do the marrying thing, but in Oklahoma.
Now, I mean, if I do my funeral now, does that mean, like, I don't have to bother with it later? Like, people are like, oh, he did that,
No.
like, you know, okay.
It's like something that doesn't, it carries over.
Unfortunately,
You only
with
need to do
with
it
the cases of the
once.
Rona, you can't technically have your funeral no time soon. You can have
You
it
just get dumped
empty
in like a
box
mass grave.
pretty much. There's going to be a casket, but you're not going to be inside of it. So
Mass grave.
You mean the Bronx?
don't shit on my bro.
Nah, man, they just pushed me into the East River and just let me become the Atlantic Ocean's problem.
As you do with everything in New York, it's New Jersey's problem now.
Oh my god. This is the only thing that's gonna keep me alive is the sense of humor.
By the way, Ryan, Dave explained to me the intricacies it takes to get from your house to his.
Oh yeah?
Mhm.
300th
Yeah,
time,
but-
I've explained to him that there's 250 some odd miles between the two of us.
I might
Right?
remember this time.
Yeah, you gotta go down a super long highway for a long
Who will run the
time.
channel when Dave is gone? I mean, he means if you are gone.
No, it's when.
It's definitely when.
Yeah.
It's You mean the coup?
That would probably be me.
Yeah.
You mean the coup we have planned to assassinate Dave?
No, there's
So you're
Dave
gonna
and there's
tell me
better
what
Dave,
y'all
right?
Ooh.
Oh god.
I just didn't know that the hobo with the hot dog was going to show up so soon.
What?
It's stupid.
Yeah, all right.
So who's dueling first?
I might as well get mine out of the way before I keel over.
While you can.
Yeah, while I can.
While you still have the strength.
Have you tagged your opponent?
No, I totally forgot.
Oh,
So
okay.
do we
Give me
do we
one
know we
sec.
have the time to do this though? Because last time I came here, Jason and Jurassic had like a 4-hour battle.
Well, Jason already played his, so we're good with that.
Okay, good.
Okay, first of all, don't blame
Who's your
me.
opponent, Ryan?
Aaron's
It was actually
DW.
very epic 3 rounds.
I'll never forget. This is just round 1.
Game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I tagged him. I know my opponent's ready to roll.
Who's hosting the stream? That's right, me. Who's hosting the
You.
game?
All
Sorry.
right. Are we ever gonna wrestle
Right now,
the stream away
nobody.
from Dave?
Eventually. Maybe after the budget tournament.
Wait, what?
What?
Been
Your
trying to
opponent
help
is
you.
stuck in traffic, Dave.
All right, so
Are you serious? Is someone seriously asking, is Jason Jr. going to take over your channel?
I just
I
want to
guess he
point
would
out
be
there,
next in line after me.
it would be.
I just want to point out how you in traffic during this time. Who's on the road?
I mean, it could be.
Some-
It could be in California, I guess, and therefore 3 hours behind.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
I expect to
Yeah.
see to get to the pearly gates. Stop
Uh,
talking
it
about
looks
death
like-
over there.
It looks like my opponent is the only one that's available right now.
Okay.
Then we should do his first. Then why not?
Yeah, we'll do yours then. What's up, guys? Dave Nader 1, 2, and 2 here, and it's
And
the
it's
last.
list day.
And it's the last list day. Ah,
So, Dave,
yes,
Dave.
list day.
Dave, you gotta make me travel to your house in TSA.
So I'm hosting the game.
Okay, so like
US server, and you know the password.
server pass.
I'll be right back.
Ryan's gotta go cry.
So Dave,
I'm asking
right?
what
So Dave, like
Or-
real talk, right? If you do die, which YouTuber is gonna report it first? I want to know your answer.
You can have the exclusive rights.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Also, sweet. Side the point. Now I've
So
come
one
back
thing's
to
gonna
tell
be
you
done.
that
Real quick.
I
certain
mean, if I had to
someone
pick,
is-
I would hope it'd be Rada because he would make a giant meme out of it, and it would be the only. It would be what I'd want. Like, this is how I
Are
wanted
you
it
sure
to be
you
a
don't wanna
giant
be in a
fucking joke.
team- Are you sure you don't want to be in a Team Sam
No.
thumbnail?
Cheers in the
Clickbait
thumbnail.
Oh man, I actually think it's the plural
The
opposite.
crying laughing emoji.
No.
Crying laugh.
I mean,
I think Simo would do it. I think that'd be the first time Simo would mention Dave out loud.
yeah, the first time, the only ever time he acknowledges I exist is when I'm dead.
Like, man, I love Dave. I always hung out at his streams. I just lurked there. I never said anything. I just
Never
lurked.
said anything.
Never
Never
said
let on.
anything.
Never let on to believe that that I even knew he existed.
Yeah,
The
you know,
best
I was
YouTuber
watching
death.
here.
Coronavirus tier 0 2 broken. No.
Yeah.
See, I debated not saying anything But then I realized I'd be robbing you guys of all of this material to rip on me. So, you know, this is my last gift to you.
You ain't going nowhere. I will punch you in the chest if you try to die.
That might just finish me off, given the circumstances of the virus.
Listen. I speared you through the door. You got back up. You can fight the virus.
Dave, you have to understand. He may punch you, but he likes to slow play. So it'll take a bit before he punches you. He's got to check your graveyard first.
There you go.
Why would you listen to that, man? You know
Yeah,
Carson hand.
check your graveyard first. Stop checking my graveyard.
I'm sorry, I had to make sure.
There's only there's 20 seconds of the round. That's the perfect time to check a graveyard. Let me just check that banish pile while I'm at it.
I can never look at Cleese the same way after they lost the crazy box. It feels so fragile now.
I mean, are those bagpipes still playing in the background?
Should have had the 24-hour loop.
Here's...
It probably would be House of Champs, wouldn't it?
He'd be the only one to do it halfway respectfully. Everyone else would make a big giant joke out of it.
Maybe
Or-
DP Yu-Gi-Oh! Would give you some respect.
He'd throw some black comedians in there. It'd be great.
Well, you know, you can do is try to raise
Two
you
of them
back from the dead.
things. Two of them things. Two of them things.
Do it.
Ooh. Rose.
What was the question?
Who would be respectful when delivering Dave's eulogy?
My eulogy.
Your eulogy?
Yes.
So Doug would try to be respectful.
He'd be respectful in front, but as soon as you get him alone, I never like
Good riddance.
Good riddance. More views for me.
Yeah.
More top tens.
Finally.
Now, I can say let's stay in every video.
Alright, I'm not gonna play sad music the whole stream now. As funny as that is to me, it's a little depressing.
Oh, by the way, does your roommates now?
Yes.
Oh, that's why they're not here, right?
Yes.
Play Dog Park.
Just play one last time. Play not JoJo. Well, it's we don't know yet. I have to wait till tomorrow until I get the test
Am I dead?
or test results back.
You, my friend, are going to be just fine.
Whether I have it or not is irrelevant. I'm barely sick, so like clearly, if it is that, I'm having a very mild reaction to it, which is the only reason why I would be making jokes.
That's it. We're going outside. I'm taking you for a jog. I'm gonna overexpose you to make you better.
That's not how that works.
Make sure you keep the social distance.
I'm gonna chase him down the block to see how long it takes for the cops to arrive.
That was a close one,
And
Keiran.
start coughing on everybody.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. The Utopia double was kind of rough.
the police aren't chasing him; they're chasing you.
Hey, look at that big
Yeah.
number.
Po-
That's big.
Police will chase me. I will chase Dave. Dave will get a healthier immune system. That's how it works. I'm not gonna die.
Number
No
39
time.
Utopia had a self-destruction effect.
I have enough lightness in the complexion of my skin that I can pretend to be Dominican.
Yeah. I didn't have
They don't like
I
either.
mean, I figured you did, but I guess the question was directed at Dave.
What?
Did you know that Utopia had a self-destruct effect?
Oh, you mean at the end of its effect? Yeah, no, I forgot.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
Whoa, tribute set. Brook.
Oh, I wonder what that is. It's a monolith.
Yeah, no, it's like Black Rose Dragon's second effect. Everyone's like, what?
What?
That's-
Top 10 cards you didn't know had second effects.
that was one of the Dual Log's latest videos.
Was it really?
Yes.
So what you can do is just copy what he does and do it better.
If you change the
No.
order and choke enough,
No.
No.
what's he gonna do? Sue you? He can't sue a dead guy. Right.
It's true.
Yeah, I guess if you're dying of a terminal illness, that's pretty much a free pass to do whatever you want, right?
So
Well, it depends.
if
Who's
you
going to be
guys
the head of your estate?
if you guys in the stream don't understand why I tribute set, Afterburners requires a face-up monster, which is also why I'm activating this.
Sweet.
Fun and interactive gameplay.
Wait,
So you guys-
wait. This guy says, Ryan, wait, you made that comment without watching Dualogs' video? That's crazy.
I'm not subscribed to him.
Did you know that 33.2% of the people who watch his videos aren't subscribed?
He's one of those tubers.
Oh God, I hate those.
That
It
was
just appears
that was
in
a
the feed
that was a
randomly.
joke because he gives you the current tally at the end of his video.
Yeah, a lot of the big ones are doing that. I think PewDiePie must have started it.
It is
Oh,
the
he was-
best.
While he was sitting on the floor, he's like, "Hey, you know what I should do? I should tell you how many people are not subscribed to me since
Are
I
you
have
guys
the
friends
most
with Rada?
subscribers."
I don't think anyone's friends with Rada. The man's like a he's
Rada's
a
a
reclusive
recluse.
hermit.
I play with them every now and then. I like to
I'd
think.
say, I
that we're
think
somewhat-
Marion's probably the most friendly with him.
Yes.
He cheats in Dark Souls, if that makes you feel better.
10 out of 10 best hermit.
Not surprised, I suppose.
He is a chugger, if you know what that is.
I mean,
Oh, Jimbo! Oh, I remember Jimbo.
I would 100%.
Okay, I don't
I
know
would
what that
100.
is.
I would
Could you
100%
clarify
do
to me
a
what that is?
what? I would 100%
No,
do
you-
a collab with Rada though. He's actually one of the content creators, other than myself, that I actually watch.
What's a
You watch
jugger?
Because I technically watch my own videos because I have to edit them.
Oh, I want.
As you're editing them.
You do the thing where you watch them to edit them, then once you put them out there, you never watch them again.
I've actually watched several of my better videos that I personally liked making. I will watch them once in a while because it's a weird thing where I don't view the person on the screen as myself. It's actually quite strange. It sounds super weird, but it doesn't feel like I'm listening to myself talk because I've made that character and put myself in such a mindset when I'm recording that it's honestly not. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. And
So
Just having an out-of-body experience.
yeah,
as an
like you're
explanation
dying.
for those in the stream,
it's like you're dying or something. Fuck you.
as an explanation for those in the stream that might not be aware of how Cleese work,
They don't.
they do stuff when they're tributed, and the Sky Striker player, he stole my genius. So if I keep putting things in defense mode,
You stole my genius.
it's really hard for him
my
to deal with.
magnum
Yeah,
opus.
in the main monster zone, so we can't activate like any of his cards.
Hardleg's cool. I like Hardleg. He's a good guy.
Does Rada even count as a YouTuber anymore? He doesn't even upload. right?
Also, if you guys will stay tuned for the Big Brain,
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. The scrub and the
Feel it?
schlub.
activate sacrifice.
Yeah,
And then
something
here's
like
the
that.
Big Brain.
It's also I butcher the hell out of what I'm talking about. Like yeah, I mean, in the sense I chop it up, not in the sense that I'm sitting there
So-
making an awful comment. No, like I chop the crap out of it.
You're George Lucas and you fix it in the edit.
I fix it in the edit. Well, no, I have a tendency to ramble. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I will yammer and yammer. So I need to cut it down to some concise thought. So by the end, it's actually not even necessarily what I completely said. So it's new to me if I watch it. Watching it from
It wasn't the thought you had when you were recording it
at least not necessarily, or at least
in its entirety.
yes.
Kayfabe isn't real, Jason.
Dave spends his time cutting up thoughts. You heard it here first. Where'd Jason go? Did he die?
No, I just realized unless I start yelling on your stream, this is the only way people are gonna understand. Because I asked a question a while ago, and it wasn't answered.
What'd you
Oh, it's
say?
a question.
You mentioned something I believe was called a jugger, and I had no idea what the fuck it was.
It sounds like a racial epitaph.
It
Oh,
was.
juggalo.
I believe it was.
Juggalo. Juggler, juggalo, juggly.
I think you're thinking about Juggalo, which is
Not-
an insane cloud posse.
I know what a juggalo is.
Do you? Do you really?
Yeah, yes.
Well, you're from New York. I assume there's a lot of them around here.
I mean,
Like
I've
there's
never, I've
some
never
southern
seen a
thing.
juggalo in person, but I know what a juggalo is.
Isn't it just a clown?
Are we talking about Jimbles?
What?
No,
I think you just misheard.
Marion had mentioned something in reference to a different tuber.
Yeah,
where
this
they
says
said
there's
that
Jimbles.
The guy had no friends,
And Jimbles.
and so I asked what it was, but I couldn't hear it.
Oh,
Because
what I
everybody-
said?
Yes.
He said,
Oh, so Jimbo is like, we used to have like a podcast a while back called Frog Talk. It was me, Jimbo's, Rada, and some other person. And we talk about horrible things, right?
talking about being a...
And Jimbo's never wanted to be called Jimbo's. I just called him Jimbo.
So
Okay,
Jimbo...
So
so
that's just what I always
So
call him.
Jimbo's isn't a thing; it's a person.
Jimbo's is Rada's friend, or I guess my friend too. I just don't talk to him anymore. And I always called him Jimbo. So maybe that's what you heard, was the word Jimbo.
Here's your juggalo.
And now it's a juggalo, not a gigolo, not
There's
jello.
different... No, there's a...
Well, a
juggle.
gigolo goes after women. A juggalo prevents them.
yeah,
Being
a
around.
juggalo probably doesn't have as much
There's the
success as a
afterburner
gigolo.
that I was talking about.
Yep.
This is a dumb conversation. You know, there's a duel
and
going
kayfabe
on
is
right
a
now.
real thing. It's just something that's less
See, if you
important now that
took
wrestling
the
has been
responsibility
outed.
as the person with the name on the building to control the conversation towards the duel, we might have a productive conversation for once.
To be
Oh,
fair,
yeah,
there isn't
yeah.
much.
Not like
in
there's
the
nothing
duel.
going on, Ryan.
There's a shit ton of Yu-Gi-Oh going on.
there is a
There is.
scale and a couple of face downs.
That's because you weren't paying attention. Because if you're paying attention, you would have known that there's some big brain plays going on right now. I'm sorry, the pendulums. You just tuned out
I
immediately.
did it 100%.
Yeah.
You know,
Tuned
Those
out.
green cards do.
What did they do?
you know, this game's been out for quite a bit, and I still feel the most divisive thing in the community is still Pendulum Monster.
Right?
I don't know
Pens have
why.
been out for 4 years now.
I
People
think
are more okay with Link Monsters than Pendulum Monsters.
yeah, because any deck can. I think it's because any deck can use a link, but only a pendulum deck can use a pendulum.
Well, in theory,
They're kind of
Pendulum
they're kind of
skills
an
can be used by any
other.
deck.
They're an other, and that's a little strange for the card game. They're probably the only other there is.
Yeah, and pens have kind of swung back and forth
Literally.
on the scale of meta to mediocrity.
And they're a little gatekeepy.
Yeah.
I
Like when they
feel like
first
they're-
came out, they were pretty rough. 6
I feel-
years.
That's it. That's it.
I feel like the idea of pendulums really puts people off because if you're like an old person coming back,
That direct attack.
That's
Too
direct
much.
attack.
They scare boomers. They scare Yugi boomers.
yes,
Yeah.
like you look at someone who's only played DM and show them a pendulum monster, they're gonna freak out.
It's true. You show them
Why
that.
is
How
it
do
two
they even
different
interpret
Show
colors?
that they show that
Why is it
Endymion
two
guy
different
with like that's
colors?
got the most text of any card.
The
Well,
edamame
they're
guy?
used to relinquish.
Yeah, that edamame guy. I think he
How
does
do you
actually
say it?
have the most text of any card.
How do you
no.
pronounce it?
What?
How do you pronounce it?
Isn't it? It's Endymion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But didn't you call it Eddie Mommy?
I mean, edamame is the
Edamame is a Japanese
Isn't that a Japanese
snack.
dish?
It's a Japanese snack. They're salted
It's,
soybeans.
yeah.
It's edamame. Edamame. Ara. Mamako. Mamako.
Most of the time we refer to cards by nicknames anyway.
Yeah, like Cheek Spreader Zombie and
Infinity
definitely
Butthole.
not.
yeah,
I
Infinity
thought we called it
Butthole.
Ad Spreader Zombie.
Nah, it's Cheek
Don't
Spreader
forget
Zombie.
about Thanos Dragon.
Thanos
Thanos
Dragon, Labradoodle Dragon. I like Labradoodle.
I like Labradoodle.
It doesn't
Dr.
come
Red.
up a lot.
Dr. Red's my favorite because it's clever.
Which one's Dr. Red?
Red Eyes Darkest Metal
Metal.
Dragon.
Oh, Red MD. Oh, I see that.
Dr.
Red
Red.
MD, so you shorten that to Dr. Red.
He's a Red MD internist.
Red MD. Yep.
Is Red MD banned?
No, he's
No,
not one.
he's
He
a
just
one.
got an errata.
He's got an errata that made him kind of dumb and bad.
And they're releasing the card in the TCG soonish, so our actual errata makes it a not hard. Makes it a hard ones per turn. So we'll be getting that effect pretty soon.
I'm okay with
medical
that. It just
doctor.
balances it.
He's got a hard-hitting CBS medical drama on Wednesday nights at 9:30 p.m.
9:30.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's true.
Errata.
Fun fact, I watched like a whole season of Sex in the City, and ironically enough, there was no sex in that city, and I was disappointed. And then I kept
No, it's a
watching.
bunch of girls pushing 30 looking for sex and having
In the
that
city.
in the city.
There's
Pushing
quite a lot
30?
in the movie.
Pushing 30.
But the movie isn't canon.
Yes, it is.
Man, 30-year-olds are super old.
We are
Fight
Ryan.
Well,
That's why I'm like. That's why this
uniform.
Rona is basically a death sentence. I'm 30 now. Like I'm
You know,
Oh, so if you-
I'm practically dead anyway, and like I get hit with a terminal illness. It's just the worst.
We're over the hump. We're like past middle age. It's all
true.
downhill from here.
It's true.
Body just starts falling apart.
yeah, I had a midlife crisis the other day, realizing I'm 24. In 6 years, I'll be 30. That means in 10 years, I'll be 40, which is
Yeah.
horrifying.
Which means
Yeah.
in 16 years you're 40.
I
And
thought
once
it
you're
was
40, you
like
might as well
And
be dead at
16
that
is,
point.
that's legal in some states.
It's 16 is legal in Italy. Fun fact.
Your remaining time is like a whole other adult. Which should make you feel younger, not older. Whatever. Super copy guru. Ryan, publish the video.
Any new subscribers?
no subscribers, Ryan.
No, you
Ugh.
actually lost 23.
Ryan would make a really
Those
good
bastards.
nail. I think Ryan would be a good. But I imagine
Ryan is
a
100% nail. Like, there's not even a.
Just dealing with your bullshit.
Just doing his best to keep a straight face.
Not
Uh-oh.
funny.
Ryan,
that's that.
gather the Dragon Balls.
And summon a new video idea.
Someone wish for more subscribers.
Pretty sure Shenron is limited by things that are actually somewhat possible.
He needs to break that 50K. He's been at 38K for like 3 years now.
Hey, I'm at 39 finally.
39.3 at this point. So
38
we're
last year.
we're
2 years
booking.
ago, you was at 36. So
Yeah,
you going up.
the plateau has been real. So
Yeah.
trying to break 40 pretty soon.
Oh, your channel's breaking 42. That's
Yeah. Right? Got a question in the chat. Any thoughts on the Duel Links ban list and skill rebalance? Jason? Take it away.
Take it away, dude.
I was not very happy with how massacred Thunder Dragons were.
Yeah,
I
they,
can honestly say I
You
haven't
mean
signed
like
any
the
Duel Links.
3 key cards they use?
I didn't even know there was a ban list.
Like they got 5 hits on
Because
that
we don't
ban
play,
list.
Dave. Yeah, well, I'm gonna explain if we ever do the next recording of Yu-Gi-Oh before our 1-year anniversary. I was actually talking to Dave about that not too long ago, but he had a Lola didn't want to tell me. Yeah, you know the thing that we do that gets high praise but not a lot of views.
You mean everything?
Well,
Why am I okay? Because I'm a Duel Links player and I play True Draco.
I'm impressed that you can make Sky Strikers for under $100 now.
Yeah, it's almost like the card that cost $100 doesn't exist anymore.
It's true.
Got
The rest of the
Thanos
deck was
snapped.
actually always pretty
Amazing.
cheap. It's just that one stupid card.
It's true.
It got Thanos snapped into the Aether.
No links and dual links. 2 out of 10.
Soon, my sweets.
Sound
I
like
can't wait to
a-
see. I can't wait to see Duel Links try to take on Pendulums. I think they're just gonna skip them.
Oh,
They may add pendulum scale.
been doing-
zones.
they've been doing the beta test to see if they can get the world ready. That got exposed last month.
I mean, they probably have Yugi saying something stupid like, "I Pendulums." Blah, blah, blah.
They do actually. I think
They
they're-
actually already have lines
they
for
do.
it.
They probably just had them all
Mhm.
record them all at once.
Yeah.
Is there any like fun ones that didn't exist at the time yet and like accidentally spoiled it?
No.
Oh, Like-
Crowler says I link summon a monster.
it's like I Galaxy Summon. Everyone's like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that?"
It's just a kite.
It's,
Quote.
it's the red cards. It's those red. It's the elusive red cards that we never got. It's in Konami's. It's in Jerome's secret vault, next to the lopsided pendulum monster scale and in the Necro's trap card. It's just,
Right.
Yeah.
Pendulum.
The
Those
rich-
are a thing. The Necros trap card.
Hey,
It exists. It is there.
Colossalus searches a trap card that doesn't exist.
Necros trap card can't hurt you. Necros
Trap
trap card.
card.
Just Jerome. Jerome but red.
Jerome with hair.
Jerome has hair. Doesn't he have a ponytail?
Yeah, he's
Jerome has a comb over.
Okay, so I haven't seen Jerome in a while, so my mental image of him is pro Jared with like a ponytail.
Please don't bring up images of Pro Jared.
He's also in the Sailor Moon outfit.
Does Jerome at least have his pants on?
He's wearing a skirt.
I don't want to see Jerome's penis.
Man, this is like a an actual deck here. We got Sky Strikers, hand
Right.
traps.
Try.
Needs more Called by the Grave.
Oh, so it turns out that screenshot of the
Of him playing EDOPro?
yeah of Jerome playing EDOPro
doctored?
was fake.
Of course
Who
it
would have
was.
thought?
That was really
Everyone knew that.
It was really sad because that'd have been fun.
He did the big brain. I was waiting
True.
to see how long it would take for him to do that.
Probably long enough for him to draw into it.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, I love his name. Kyrogue. Damn, that's good. It's like a streamer name.
It sounds like a misspelling of a Pokemon name.
That's the point.
Mm.
Plays Rogue Death. As
Got
you can
another
tell,
Ash?
guys.
I hope
Is there
he
another
does.
Ash?
Everyone says that.
But because
funny.
there's a Pokemon called a Kyrogue.
There it is.
It's the baby.
Yeah, you're one letter away from like Kyogre.
It's the baby
Nice.
version of Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Hitmontop.
Oh, Tyrogue. I was going with Kyogre.
Tyroger.
Tyroger can't hurt you.
Tyroger can't hurt you. It's a abomination Pokemon fusion they always end up being.
Yeah. No one remembers Tyrogue. Boring. It's like he plays True Draco. Is it?
Why?
Tyrogue, Tywolf. Oh, I see it.
Hmm.
They both have onion heads.
Jason doesn't have an onion head.
Well, what fruit do you think it is?
I don't know. I always
Well,
thought
an onion's not a fruit.
I always thought that Jason's head looked more like a pomelo. That's a giant Chinese grapefruit, for the record, Jason.
I thought you meant Tangelo.
What?
A Tangelo.
Tangerine.
What the hell's a
Oh,
Tangelo? Tangelo
Probably
just
a-
sounds like a made-up name.
It's a hybrid
like
fruit
it.
between a tangerine and a.
Pomelo?
And
A mellow.
it is a citrus hybrid fruit, such as mandarin orange or a tangerine.
Sorry, I had
a
a
Miniola?
lung issue.
It's a tangela.
It's a Tangela. The
Well, that
Tangela
just sounds
sounds
like a Pokemon.
It does sound like Tangela sounds 100% like a Pokemon. Go
Oh, damn it.
Tangela!
I had lethal. I'm stupid.
Aw.
Rap attack.
We probably
If-
should pay attention to the
If I
map.
lose here, it's my fault. I could have pendulum
Tangela.
summoned Monolith.
You could have what?
I could have pendulum summoned Monolith. It was 2400.
Nice.
Tangela.
Okay.
Tangela. Right.
I will say
That's really good for me.
Yeah.
That
It is-
actually is really good for me.
It is a
Uh,
Pokemon. You just were mispronouncing it so horribly it didn't even occur to you that it was actually a Pokemon.
he's gonna
So
do
you can
something.
pendulum summon one.
Is it the only pure? Oh, no, I know it's the only pure grass type in Gen 1, but it's one of the
Only in
only
Gen-
pure grass types there is in all of Pokemon anyway. There just
No,
isn't
I
that many.
remember
Yeah, they've gotten
Bulbasaur is
far
also
more
pure
regular.
grass, ain't he?
What?
No, he's not. He's grass and poison.
Yeah, he's grass
Oh.
poison.
Who?
There's like
I know Ivysaur is. I didn't know.
Almost
seven
the only
pure
one.
grass
They're
types?
all grass poison. It's funny too because poison's super effective against grass, but in Gen 1 there was almost no instance where it would ever occur because almost all the grasses were also poison, so they just had a natural even damage from it.
One thing I really liked
Eevee
was
does evolve into that.
Gengar was Ghost and Poison. So if you bring an Alex
Leafeon might be
against
pure grass.
Lord.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was pure grass.
He is pure grass.
Mhm.
There's really not that many.
Is
think I
Meganium
win.
pure grass? No.
No, I don't think so.
Grass.
It sounded like he was making fun of a Pokemon name with that one. Say it again.
Meganium.
Meganium, yeah.
It's a real one.
Well,
Also, the new
Trico is
stars
also
coming
pure
out.
grass. Yeah, Trico.
Okay, I win. It's a normal monster, asshole.
Very nice.
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 You won the game by attacking directly with a vanilla level 5 beater.
And if it wasn't vanilla, he would have lost.
It's true.
Congratulations.
This is
Brilliant.
gonna be rough.
Brilliant.
This is
Game number 3.
Game number 3.
I'm waiting for that Denko.
I'm already dying of COVID-19, and I haven't even my match yet.
Well, you are watching Cleese versus Skystrike.
I'm like,
Well,
take me now, Corona.
It's enthralling.
Your opponent is back whenever I'm done. Dave.
Yay.
Get ready.
Why are we always talking about things other than Yu-Gi-Oh?
So Ryan, have you finally completed your Final Fantasy VII remake?
Yeah, I'm going through it on hard.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm on I beat chapters 5. I'm now on 6. We're
Sweet.
going to the reactor 5.
I saw that you got the dart trophy.
You damn right I did. Hell yeah.
I liked it on the PlayStation.
I saw that. That was hard too.
I
took
know, that's why I
3
liked it.
bullseyes. Yeah, it was 3 bullseyes in a row and like a triple at the end. I was so
I
proud of
swear, if it's the
Nice.
third game in a row, I have skill drain. He'll kill himself.
Dum da dum dum.
If anyone's gonna open their one-off skill drain, it's Cleave.
that.
Yes,
It's
I
always
am.
good.
I am on chapter 3 of hard right now.
Super hard.
I have to say, at chapter like 5 or 6, I realized I kind of need my items because shit's fucking hard.
Were you playing it?
I'm on normal.
Yeah. No, you definitely need items.
Alright.
In hard mode, you do not generate MP on benches, and you cannot use your items at all.
Like not even outside of battle.
Nope.
Bro, Jared
How
said
do
that
you feel?
the AI for your allies is also kind of dumb. So
It's dumb, but it's safe. So if the enemies will target you, it will target the controller, the player that you're controlling, character that the player is controlling.
okay.
So, and then the AI pretty much just blocks and does generic attacks, but the enemy is always kind of focused on you.
Okay.
So you can kind of save your party members by switching away from them to somebody else.
Sounds like
See,
you're just
in theory,
exploiting
that
the
makes
bad
sense.
AI.
But every time I pick Cloud, Barrett dies. They rush him down. He has double the health. Dies
It's-
first every time.
It's not. I mean,
He's
that's
got a
the
gun,
general
get him!
gist of it. You-
I
He's
feel
black,
like
he's got a
racist.
gun.
Ideally, you're switching constantly. Like you shouldn't be on one character for more than one ATB bar.
I should probably start doing that though.
Aerith's AI has a tendency to try and run in the enemy's face. Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, that's the other thing that he said. It was that Aerith, despite being a ranged wizard character, seems to like to get up to like
The
5
white
seconds.
mage is never supposed to be in the front. That's RPG 101.
She's like, I better get like within 5 feet of this enemy, so make sure my spells are connecting.
Well, she's short-sighted. She kind of has.
Yeah, sure, we're going. Always going for the black guy first.
They're racist.
He's got a gun.
He's got it.
I mean, you see some idiot, Twinkie boy with his sword bigger than him that he can't even lift, and you some guy with a Gatling gun. I'd probably assume the big dude with the Gatling gun was probably the bigger threat.
Well, first of all, Cloud is swinging that damn sword with one hand, so don't even.
But
go
just
there.
like, if I
What
didn't
is
know
mental
anything
affection
about it, I
yourself?
just like quick glance, I would assume that he's just probably dragging that thing behind him, like.
I mean, Barrett looks mean. He looks pretty mean.
He's an intimidating looking dude. He's got a Gatling gun arm. Feels like
Also
he'd pull
built like a
aggro. I
fucking-
don't know.
That's all
Ow.
racism. This is all I hear is racism. Reverend Al. I need some Al Sharpton in this chat
All I hear is
right now. Let me go find him on
I'm
this.
sorry, I can't hear you over all of the racism.
He's the
You have
only
any
one in
idea
there
how
swearing
black
up
you're
the
going on the highway? Yeah. No, but Barrett is a phenomenal character.
Oh, I love him. Oh, dude, I met Roach for the first time, and that was incredible. I love Roach.
The
He
horse?
was not in the original game.
Yeah, I talked to my friend who played it, and he didn't. So, Roach, what bothers me a little bit is like you're surrounded, and these guys are about to gun your ass down. Then out of nowhere, this guy on a motorcycle just shows up, kills like half of them, and challenges you to a duel in the middle of the ambush, and then just watch it let it happen. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
technically, the soldier is in charge. It's not even. It shouldn't be that surprising.
I thought he was a renegade. I didn't know he was. If he's with them, why is he
he's-
killing his own men?
He was a soldier.
He challenged you to a,
No, he
like
was, 'cause
a
remember, 'cause,
duel?
during-
Like,
Yeah, it's time to duel.
he has like a duel disc on his arm. Like, you're like, what the fuck?
They were 5Ds dueling when he
Yeah, they
first
were
came in.
5Ds
And was
on
dueling on
motorcycles.
motorcycles. Yeah, but
But it just bothered me because you could see in the background that they have guns on you, but you're just fighting in the middle of it, and it just feels so.
remember in the first part when they first introduced him after you pass him doing the missions with Jesse, they literally told the soldiers on his way back off. They literally said it. They didn't call him X. They literally said
Why
the
does he
soldier.
kill half his team?
Because that's not his team. They're pawns in a much bigger game.
It seems like a dick move.
Ooh,
Oh,
just
he's a
starting the
complete dick.
towers.
No, I like Roach though. I gotta say I love him, but that one scene bothered me by how unrealistic it was.
So the guys are
That part was unrealistic.
Everything else about the summons and the big ass sword.
That's
that
probably
just
the most
tweaked his
realistic part of the game, and that's the part that bothered you.
character. Yeah. Because you could see it happening.
Wait, so there's duels in Roach. So this is just The Witcher, is what I'm
Yes.
hearing.
Yes.
Okay.
Roche was definitely jumping on top of things when he shouldn't be.
And
he
getting
was
stuck.
riding a horse.
And
Getting stuck.
Getting stuck.
And Cloud's just like, fuck.
I hate portals.
Fuck. I hate
I
portals.
still gotta think the funniest part of that game is watching Cloud
playing
dance.
Gwent.
Mhm.
Hey, Cloud, how about a game
That
of
part
Gwen?
had me worried.
Wait, Jason,
Like,
Jason,
What?
who's best girl?
Cloud is best girl.
I mean, that's not a wrong
Technically
answer.
true.
He's not
'Cause
wrong,
he
but
won.
it doesn't have to
He,
be right.
uh,
Won.
He does
There's
have very,
comments
he
as
does
to
have
walking
very
through a
soft
Walmart.
features. He does have some soft features. He's
There's
kind of
So
a
comments
when
when
that-
walking through a Walmart market, like complimenting Cloud in the dress. It's very funny.
Yo, it was like I think I'm in love, and you're doing the dance with him, and he's dipping you, and I'm sitting here like, yo, what's going on? Like, I remember him dressing and doing squats for a thong. Why is he breakdancing in the Honeybee Inn? And and I'm pretty sure they both twerked. I think they zoomed the camera
Jason, you
partially.
found out something about yourself today. It's okay. Okay, we're here.
It's okay, you know. It's
What did I find out? The Japanese.
You got
are weird?
you, that's not a trap.
Japanese are
That's
weird.
It's not weird at all.
I mean, yeah, I mean, yes, but no. Anyone but
Yeah.
Yuffie.
On
Don't
my hard playthrough, I'm definitely trying to get the last 3 dresses.
Oh, by the way, I didn't know that Jesse and Yuffie were 2 different characters, so I thought they were the same person.
Why would you even consider thinking that? They are nothing alike.
That's just what I thought. I thought they were both part of Avalanche, or this one person was.
I actually love how they wrote the characters out, because it actually made me care about Jesse and them.
Oh yeah,
Like-
Jesse, Wedge, and Biggs all got a lot of.
They
love
got a
that.
lot of dialogue.
Wait, it's Wedge and Biggs?
Big
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every Final Fantasy,
Okay.
There's another Star Wars reference I thought.
which is
I don't
He
remember.
tells Wedge that he can't do any more good back there.
Yeah. So we just watched Star Wars this weekend and finished up tonight.
Star Wars.
Does that include the prequels?
No, like episode 4.
He like
Oh,
like
my-
Star Wars.
My son
Okay.
really wanted to watch Star Wars, so we watched Star Wars.
The War of Stars. What's
You
going
should've
on in this
started at the
duel?
beginning.
Did it freeze or something?
No,
No.
he's thinking about what to do.
Okay.
all right. Dave,
Figured
put the
episode
Jeopardy
4
theme
was
song.
the most benign of all of them for a 4-year-old to watch.
That's a good thing.
No, I would have made him watch episode 1, just like told
About
him.
to say,
Why
I just
though?
told him that's the only Star Wars movie for in like.
Well, when I was a kid, I only watched prequels because I didn't know the other ones existed. So for me, that's a little bit, that's just realistic. That's why I always thought that episode 2 was the best one until
Mm.
I found out the other ones existed. And now I still
Yeah.
think episode 2 is the best
it's,
fight.
it's actually
The,
worst-
I would.
worst
You're allowed
I
to
would
be
definitely fight
objectively
you over that.
incorrect.
Revenge of the Sith is not the best Star Wars movie. It's actually not very good,
Aw.
and it is held up quite poorly, believe it or not.
Episode 2 is Clone Wars.
Don't worry, it's not over yet.
Episode 2 is
Horrible.
Attack
Or-
of
Don't
the
worry,
Oh.
fans.
I
Don't
like-
worry, fans of Keiran. It's
Clone
not
Wars is
over
a
yet.
cartoon.
the
But it's
Clone Wars is
really
awesome
fucking
as a
close.
cartoon.
no.
Both of them.
The only no. The my
Clone
problem.
Wars was good. I can actually say that.
Hey, it's over.
The Attack of the
Oh,
Clones
it's
is
over.
meh.
Now it's over.
That was a good match.
That was
Are you
good.
saying you don't like Duel of Fates? I thought it was really
I love
cool.
Revenge of the Sith too, but it is
That
as
sounds
far
sarcastic when you
as
say
far
it.
as a piece of cinema is concerned, it is not a good movie.
We'll do Dave's and then Ryan's.
Hey Dave,
Who
did you
won?
watch the second episode of the behind the scenes for The Mandalorian yet?
I didn't even watch the first one.
Come on. At the end of the second episode, Dave Filoni goes on a 5 to 10 minute lecture on.
Rant.
I mean, it wasn't a rant. It was.
That was a rant.
It was. No,
the fire
It was-
sand.
it was more akin to a TED talk or a speech than it was to a rant. But he went on and talked about how Duel of Fates was the duel for Anakin's fate, because if Qui-Gon had won, he would have been able to be the father figure for Anakin that the Emperor ended up being, or Chancellor Palpatine ended up being, and causing all of the harm in the galaxy. So
So
that
what you're
was-
saying
It was
is
all.
if Qui-Gon got
So-
good, he would have stopped like.
I
all
mean,
the
let's be real.
Actually- What
if
you're
Qui-Gon
saying
would've
is
used
that the
high ground-
entirety of Darth Vader is Obi-Wan Kenobi's fault.
No, it's
yes,
that or
Also
Qui-Gon's
true.
fault.
That's
I mean,
a,
Qui-Gon's a
Obi-Wan
terrible.
Kenobi did not want to, didn't even want Anakin. He's like, when Qui-Gon mentioned it, he was like, "Oh, I guess we picked up another useless native."
Not only
Like, that was his reaction to Anakin. So he's training him out of obligation to Qui-Gon, not because he wants to.
not only that, but like, I mean, Qui-Gon's not a good Jedi. Like, Obi-Wan's like at the very beginning of the movie, he's like, I don't know about this. I feel like this is a trap. And then like Qui-Gon's like, I don't feel anything.
No.
And he does that like 5 times throughout the movie. He's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Obi-Wan.
Nah, the worst Jedi award definitely goes to Ki-Adi-Mundi.
did I ever tell you that I thought Qui-Gon and
Oh,
Obi-Wan were
that's
the same
because
person?
that's because you were telling me like he's just kind of like he's really apathetic the whole time.
Yeah,
Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Ki-Adi-Mundi, basically, every time someone comes up, hey, you think this is, a plot of the dark side, or maybe this is
No,
not a
I
good
do not.
thing, or a bad, maybe we should be careful. Like, nah, I think it's fine.
No,
No,
this
it's
is
a great idea.
Nah, we're doing great, guys.
We're
Dude,
doing
our
everything.
list
fantastic.
Everything is
That's really
awesome.
It's not too bad.
Everything's cool when you're part of a team.
3 pats on the back, friends. I'm
Yeah,
Ki-Adi-Mundi.
He's probably getting
Ki-Adi-Mundi
he's
is
getting
probably
shot by his clothes. He's like, everything's fine.
This is fine. This is fine. We're fine here. How are you?
The clone's like stupid conversation anyway.
It looks like Dave might be.
Everything is awful.
Everything is off.
It looks like Davinator 1212 might be dead.
I think
You
so.
think?
F in the chat.
Don't worry, he's got 2 infinite permanents in his hand that he forgot
Ooh.
to set.
Ooh, that's
I forgot to set.
It's all
I'm
about
playing
mind.
Aqua Actress versus Little Lights.
yeah. It's just like the anime.
Sypha Diaz was almost a Sith.
Sypha Diaz was.
So yes, he was a pretty bad Jedi.
I mean, I guess he's just kind of a weird name drop, and you learn nothing about him.
And
Oh,
Qui-Gon is actually one of the best Jedi. It's just that the other Jedi are really shitty Jedi.
I don't know.
Ki-Adi-Mundi is
Can't
supposed to
detect a
have
trap.
2
That's like
brains, and
Star
he gets
Wars
4.
101. You're supposed to know when things are traps.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, like
It's a trap.
yeah, like yeah. Admiral Akbar, he set a high bar with detecting traps.
Yeah.
As he jumped from light speed directly into one, and then saw that it was a trap, and then kept going forward.
Beep.
But it was instant.
It was
It's-
yeah. I
it's
mean,
the meme.
he didn't
the
he didn't have to
meme.
think about it too much. He was like, nope, this is certainly a trap.
I've seen traps before.
I've seen
and
my
this is
share of
certainly
traps
one.
before.
Somebody-
One of my
Good
friends
cards.
told me.
Somebody can't read Aqua Actress monsters.
Well, it's not the monster.
It's not the. Yes, it is. It's the monster. Don't tell him how to play. Oh,
There's like
Christ,
no
Brian.
text on the monster. It's one
Yeah,
line of
it's
text.
one
It
line
says
of
it's
text.
unaffected by other card effects.
Yeah, it's big boss monster.
So my friend told me that they did General Grievous dirty in the movies because his secret weapon was the fact that he had 4 arms, and he would like have the lightsabers of the other Jedi that he killed or whatever. Is that true? Is he like cooler like the novels?
Yeah,
and
he's
stuff?
cool.
That's what they did in the
He's-
movies.
He's literally a Jedi hunter.
But isn't like the first
In the-
thing he does
in
in the
the-
movie to show off he's got 4 arms?
Not in the movies.
Well,
He,
In the-
he
in
does
the
that
original-
in the penultimate
in-
game.
in the original cartoon for Clone Wars, he was a much more threatening opponent. Like, and he was straight a Jedi hunter.
Well-
Which is what, and that series blends well into Episode 3 very well. They then completely dump it from canon and do the new Clone Wars series, which dialed back General Grievous as a threat to make him actually more in line with what he's like in the movie.
Also, in General Grievous is he's more a mental off-putting for the Jedi because they can't use the Force while they're not focusing. So having the 4 lightsabers keeps them from using the Force while they're fighting him, and he's very intimidating, which scares them, which makes them bad at being Jedi.
Whereas Obi-Wan's like, hello there.
Hello there. He doesn't care. He's so checked
Which is
out.
why he has the giant death wheel that walks and jumps at you.
Hello there.
Hello there.
They didn't trash Grievous. They actually expanded on his character pretty decently.
The last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars are the best thing that Star Wars has ever put out in terms of quality and emotional gut punch.
And storytelling.
I have not seen it yet.
Yes, I mean, it does suffer from the fact that Rebels exists. Because it's
So you know that...
I 100% know the fate of all these characters, and if they had come out when they were supposed to come out,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
that would have been better. But that's by
know
no
is
fault of
that-
them. That's no fault of their own. That's Disney.
All I know is that from episode
Hey
like
guys,
of the 4th from episode 2 on, my heart was pounding the entire time.
Hey guys,
I noticed. All right, I'm just.
I think Dave's dead.
Big. How much is that? The extent of your number?
Is that the extent of your number? Well, I'm glad we had this other conversation to talk about while Dave was watching Solitaire over there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think he's dead.
I mean, the funny thing is, your monsters are going to stay intact, so if that guppy were in defense position, you wouldn't have lost.
Yep. Gotta be a heat.
Big number.
I just didn't open enough of my Aqua stages or whatever. If I had gotten the double attacky one,
Yeah,
I probably would have been alright.
Actually, might be okay.
you might still not have... I mean, you're still alive.
I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Can he attack? I mean,
Is it just
can he
not
still attack again with the Boral Sword?
he
Yeah.
can, but it's not enough.
You sure? That doesn't gain...
Nope, it can't. It already gained 900 attack, and Guppy can't get smaller.
Wow.
Dave actually might fucking win just because it's an Aqua
Wow.
active monster.
Well, now...
Just put that in defense mode.
Yep, and search out all your aquariums.
He's got to have something to do damage.
He can lock you out of the extra deck here.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
Oh, whoop-de frickin'
What do you freaking do? I can barely use it.
Yeah, Small versus Obi-Wan is the best part of Rebels. Rebels as a whole was kind of weak, but that scene was phenomenal. And hearing Sam Witwer talk about it afterwards is
also-
even better.
The final season is lit.
Hondo?
The
Well,
No,
Hondo
like
in
the-
general is just a treat.
Oh yeah, I love Hondo.
Yeah.
Well, everyone knows Hondo.
Welcome
to the
Like,
Anakin. Oh.
Oh, you red! Free me! I like you.
I swear to God, Dave,
If you win this,
don't win this.
don't win this.
Ruin that
What's he
perfect
gonna
record,
do?
Dave.
Like, what's he
No,
gonna
listen
do?
to
He
it.
can't negate it.
Okay,
what are you gonna do?
So-
Negate me?
so there is one lose scenario I can see.
No, don't explain nothing.
I'm not
let it play.
explaining it. I'm not explaining it. But I can see something. And
You
I
can
think
see clearly now.
Goozy may have overplayed his hand.
What are you gonna do? Negate me?
Put that shit in defense mode. Yeah, defense mode, yeah.
Blah blah blah. Attack mode. Blah. Where's that other Tetra in hand? Now, do you just wall up and
Yes.
since you can't go in the extra deck, so you probably just want to wall up here and hope he can't get rid of the Tetra.
It would appear so.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What a dumb fucking.
And he didn't draw for turn because of Dugaris the Timeless's effect.
Something that would almost never resolve because he should have won.
Correct. It's a rank 4 that says draw 2 cards, discard 1, or revive a card from your graveyard, or do other things.
See,
You
this
skip
is
your draw
this is
phase,
just
main
this
phase,
is
your
just
battle
Yu-Gi-Oh
phase.
right here. We're like,
Correct.
every once in a while, it doesn't matter how shitty and dumb something is. Once in a while, your opponent just won't have an out to it. Like, it's an awkward thing to do. To like say, you know, my monsters are unaffected by monster effects and can't be killed by battle, and if he doesn't have a lot of spells that do anything offensively, he's not gonna have a particularly good way of doing this.
Hey, look, Tenki.
So unfortunately, Dave,
I think I lost, but
Maybe.
setting that card was your demise.
But you won the hearts of the men at home. Keyword being men.
Like, if you hadn't set that, he might not have been able to get around.
Okay,
It's true.
I wouldn't have said anything.
Sephiroth. No lie, that's the only thing I'm really looking forward to hearing Sephiroth's theme song.
It's awesome.
Does everyone else see what's on the board right now?
Yeah.
Is that an Exciton?
Let him play it. Let him play it. Let him play it.
Okay.
That is a thing.
That is a thing.
Now do it again.
Yes.
Fucking do it again.
I'll do it again.
Bam.
Fuck it, sir.
Just Exciton twice.
I'm sorry, I left
mean,
my
it-
turtle in a different
It
shirt.
fucking worked.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'll do it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
You had the mirror shield, Dave. You would have won.
Was there something that was preventing damage?
Exciton 9
Exciton.
prevents further damage from the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Shows how long it's been since I played Exciton Knight.
It's a very balanced card.
Good.
It's a very good card.
It was also the stupidest thing for him. It might have been one of his only way out.
No.
Did he have, what, a piercer or something?
He had
Yes.
Boral Sword.
So?
That
It
doesn't
can change
deal
the. It can change the.
from attack to defense position.
Attack
Boral guard
orientation.
does
It's only from
defense to
attack
attack.
to
It's only,
defense.
it's only attack to defense.
Yeah.
I
Only
checked.
attack to defense.
Oh, it's only
Moral-
attack defense?
Yeah, I had
Moral guard not
I had
changed.
purposely checked before I said it because I was like, wait, this can't just
Gotcha.
flip it, can it?
Boral guard is the card you're thinking of, Ryan.
I understand.
Beauregard is the better card.
It
I
is,
love it.
honestly.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm not even sure.
Give targets?
Well, he couldn't activate it if he didn't have the target.
Shit.
Whether or not it's a valid target is completely.
That's a shame.
It's a shame.
I guess it's this. I can Monster Reborn my Tetsudo Rot Newman, but it doesn't do me any good
Yeah.
because
Got a
Exciton's
1900.
1900 just a little too strong.
Yeah, but how's he gonna get over this dupe frog?
I mean, he probably not, but
It's that dupe scoop.
I'd be worried about his extra deck if he didn't only have 4 cards left.
Yeah, he kind of
That's fine.
went all in.
That's okay.
Oh!
Rowan Cohen.
Ronin Toden.
You say it with
know,
a funny
Dave.
Now this is not pod racing. I don't know what.
All right, Dave, you gotta play that old school mirror for us.
I got it. I just said it.
It's a mirror force.
It's a mirror force.
Ah, the old "it's a mirror force" gag.
I have to set one card face down. And end my turn.
It's a mirror force.
I'd like to point out that Dave should have died.
He didn't, and that's what happens.
By
David-
all laws of aviation, there is no way that Dave should be alive. I swear.
So what? Bring back Tetra and start going aqua actresses?
Oh my God, Dave. I hate you. I hate you.
Back to the front.
I hate you.
I will survive.
Huh.
I hate Swap frog.
Ash me, bro.
Ashby.
Swap frog.
The sad part is he
the
the
swap frog.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna get greedy. Though.
Dave,
I'm not getting greedy.
I would like to point out that the Link monster can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, just for your benefit.
No, it's linked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not linked to anything.
Yes, it is. It's linked to Exciton Knight.
Is that considered a link?
Yeah, well, linked
survived Exciton's effect.
linked refers
No,
to
no,
any
that's right.
card.
Yes, because it's just because there's something in its zone. Yeah, that's fair.
Co-linked refers to cards
Something pointing back.
they're pointing at each other. It's okay. Dave has an out for that too.
Fucking co.
Toad.
I mean, the dupe
Toad.
stage lock is pretty strong.
Mhm.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
See,
It's kind of cute.
I like it. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dave. Your deck's working.
what the hell?
It's relinquished Slink monster.
Man, why can't I use its effect?
Dave,
now?
did you do that?
Why can't
Well,
I use-
technically,
Your opponent cannot
What?
target this linked card with card effects.
you linked it.
Oh, fuck. You're right.
You're pointing at it.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's dumb. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Well, you know
Dave, you went from
not
having the
very
duel.
nice.
to
That was not very nice.
what? I think I'm okay. Because he
You're
literally
not dead
can't.
yet.
He literally can't do anything about it.
There's only been 3 years for you to understand what being linked means.
See, there's a lot of
Oh,
waiting
so
going
glad
on
you
over there, trying to figure out why he can only attack it.
A lot of waiting.
That's a lot of waiting. See,
Got a little greedy there.
misplays all around.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would misplay again.
Would misplay again.
You saw that 0 attack, was like, ooh, I can end this right now.
Nope.
So you gotta get that anima out of there.
Yes.
Gotta get this anima out of your house. Out of this house. Please. Please, Dave. Don't
His
fucking
anima, me?
summon- Don't fucking...
Don't
Okay.
win.
You can...
Don't
no, no,
win.
No, okay, Dave.
you can't tell Dave what to do. He has to do it
I
on his
know,
own.
I know. But you can feel me. You can feel my...
Use the force,
Dave.
Let go of your feelings.
Connect the lines in your head like I see them.
Pay no attention to the swirling circles on your graveyard.
Oh my god, shut up.
Dave, you turned off your automatic dueling system. What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm fine.
No, shut up, chat. You're wrong.
You're right. You're wrong.
Can't argue with facts.
I mean, Canada
And this is how you
threatening there
go
is pretty
even
solid.
Further beyond.
I mean, what's stopping me from just 3 plus effect monsters? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just do that.
Believe in you.
Boral sword for game.
I'm trying to figure out why it feels like it's not gonna work.
No. It's fine. It's the right move. Just follow your heart. Let fate decide.
Why does it look like Dave's doing more than what he needs to do?
see. Trust in the force.
You should have
Hey.
fucking died.
Dave, I think you're thinking about this entirely too hard.
Yeah, I am.
Nope. Okay.
Now, finish him quickly. Pay me my tribute.
Aronsdw dragon.
See how much I use this card.
Kogeki.
Once per turn, when this card declares an attack on a face of monster, you can activate its effect until the end of the turn. This card gains. Yes, I want to do that.
And
Very
that's game.
Very nice.
See, the safe play would have been to make Boral Sword pointing to it, then attack with Toad, turn Toad to defense mode with Boral Sword's effect, and attack twice with Boral Sword. That way there was
Sweet.
absolutely nothing he could do to stop it.
So you're dealing damage through the monster.
Mm-hmm. If you had not dealt damage through the monster, it's possible that he could have had a hand trap or an effect that could block.
Like Kyrogue.
That's. Shut up.
Ryan said that as a joke, but that's a real threat, okay? It gets around Toad.
Like,
What was
even
he
in the
even
real
playing,
game, I was thinking,
Moonlights?
oh
How
man, I
does-
hope he doesn't have a Kyrogue.
Because it gets around Toad.
What do you even play?
What,
against
Kite
the
Ride?
Moonlights?
Yes.
Because it's during the damage step?
No. Because you can discard Kyrogue for its effect and then banish Kyrogue for its effect.
That's true, so you're kind of chain burying it.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
What a comeback story.
Greatest
way-
comeback in Dave and Nita history.
The way that I
Greatest
think that
comebacks.
Goozy overplayed was if he had just left Boar the Spear on the field, Dave would have died.
Piercing?
Boar the Spear does piercing damage.
Cute.
Dave might have had a way to Canadia in time, but yeah, it was close. Battle fair.
What you most believe in. Pyro, the reason that he couldn't do that was because of Canadia.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
Oh, Dave's dead. Zero faith.
Listen,
We'll give him
listen,
game
listen.
3.
You said that. You said that the last game, and Dave won.
Okay, but that's because Goozy overplayed.
Who says he won't do it again? Stop talking.
It's Lunalights. It's all it does.
Overplay?
Overplay. It's one strategy. This is to go even further beyond. Yeah.
Raptor. Force 3.
His opponent just lost. Rip.
I
Come
mean,
on,
how I
I'm
feel
dying,
about
everybody.
playing-
Let me just at least have this.
Nah, that's true. Kill him fast.
come on, Goozy. You gotta make him go the most, like, uneven in his tournament. This is his tournament.
Have you ever had to drop from being
All right,
top,
that's the
Dave?
first time it's Dave.
Yeah, once.
Yeah,
Play in the bureau
in
right
the
now.
character
Play in the
tournament.
bureau.
when he was playing Aqua Actresses.
Believe it or not.
He what was it? He had like a three win streak.
How come you were doing well with that deck at that time?
He was X1. He was X1. It was very impressive.
Because the decks were probably comparatively worse.
No, it was pretty much
at the same
It was
power
actually
level.
you. It was you. You were playing the deck right.
There's not. You
You
can't
gotta-
play it right. It has no combos. It's just.
He had a
put it
very
on-
good.
I remember you
he had-
opening very lucky.
He had. So what
I have been
happened
opening
during
hot
the-
garbage this entire tournament. And the deck's the
The-
same build I always play. I can build it from memory.
How the character tournament went in Dave's favor was Dave was outplaying his opponents because his opponents were of a lower skill level than Dave. His deck had an excellent matchup against a great majority of the types of decks existing in the character tournament. Nobody had a good side for his deck. No Yu-Gi-Oh player in the fucking world wants to read Aquarium because it's like a pendulum monster. Go fuck yourself.
It's a big wall of text.
Give me the shortcut. Give me the shortcut.
There was one time when when I first started playing on the channel that Dave looked at a card that I had played and was like, "That's a wall of text. I'm negating that."
That sounds right.
I've done it
That
before.
sounds like
I'm like,
something Dave would say.
I have said that. I'm like, that's got a lot of text on it. It's probably good. So
I mean, my last match, I was like, wow, I don't really know what that does, but I know it's limited, so I'm gonna negate it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Limited
Man, that's
cards are
at one,
dangerous.
so goodbye.
Don't fail me now, Jerome. I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you. I can deal with the Odd Eye stuff. It's the Edamame stuff that I'm not so sure
The
about.
edamame.
He didn't have an opportunity to wolf for game because he drew Trap Trick the turn that Exciton Knight went off. He
When
never
has
had the
Dave not played Aqua Actress in one of his tournaments? I don't know.
It's like he won't
Um,
play the regular frogs, so he fuses them to get tight.
No, he played in the Cursed tournament. And he didn't
But the-
play Aqua Actresses.
Highlander?
Nope, that didn't exist. I said the Cursed tournament.
Understand.
That's the one where all the burn damage.
Nope, I said the Cursed tournament.
I
Ryan
don't know
knows.
what that is.
Exactly. Nobody knows. It was scrubbed from the records. Like Camino.
Like Camino. Therefore, it doesn't exist.
All right, so Dave's opening card is going to be Raw Sphere Mode.
So we doing top 16 for this? We cutting to top 16, or are we going doing less?
I don't know. Have you read tournament info?
Is it in there?
Yeah. It says a top 16
So why couldn't you just say that if you knew the answer?
because
think
I
that
don't.
was
Because he's a-
officially
he's a fucking
determined
dick.
at this point.
I said it.
No, your immediate response was, "Did you read the info?"
Like a dick.
That was you being a dick.
I don't think so. Unless you added it later. It's not in your original post.
He added it later. Don't let him fool you.
He's editing it now.
He's editing it
I'm not
now.
editing it now.
That's the
It's there,
power
guys.
of the
Don't you
pen.
know?
Power
Uh,
of the
It's
pen.
right there. Just refresh your page. You should probably
It's right there.
It's right there.
I
It's
know
edited
you
the whole
do.
time.
I know you.
Edited
do.
May 11th. It's right
I
there.
saw that goof.
All right, Dave, you got this. This is all you.
But I have said multiple times that we're doing top 16. We always do top 16 for these bigger tournaments.
I was under the impression we're doing top 16. I don't pay attention to anything.
The reason that I say, did you read tournament info, Jason, is because nobody fucking does,
It's true.
and it makes me very angry when
Like I said, I don't
people
even know what
ask
that
me
does.
questions that are contained within.
Look at this dumb asshole. I
That's
got
like
video.
saying that you read the Apple things when they tell you to click here.
I do.
Oh.
That's important legal information.
All right, Dave. Take advantage of his goof.
All right,
Keiran, what was his
activate Raw Sphere Mode.
goof? What was his goof?
He locked himself out of going into the Union Carrier combo that he runs in his deck.
Gotcha.
Because Union Carrier requires 2 monsters that have the same typing.
Same type or attribute, right?
And because both of the monsters that he had on field were darks, he would have locked himself out of the combo because Union Carrier is a white monster.
Gotcha.
So if he had not made Emerald, he still would have had a dark monster on the field for the effect.
I see.
Move Mirror Shield. The bait.
That's bait.
I'm playing debate.
That was fucking bait. It needed to get negated. I don't play. If you just, I guess I would have just smashed into it, but
You had no play.
I do get very angry when people refuse to read.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
If you join the Discord, you too can be verbally abused for not reading.
You big old dummy.
Swigard, that's always the answer to the question, though. If it's not contained within it, I really do like to know, because then I can actually fix it.
I think we were kind of waffling between going top 12 or 16,
16.
but I do like the 16.
We do top 20 for budget because it's in character, because they're the 4 anime underdogs.
Sure.
One for each series.
That's not true. The last character one, yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, but that wasn't very thematic.
Yeah, we got to start working on the next character tournament because that's the next tournament.
Yep, I've been drafting it.
Sweet.
I've been taking a look at the list and adjusting it, and been giving DM people actual decks.
It's true.
As opposed to, because thanks to Duel Links, we have confirmed a couple people play a couple different.
Gotcha. Or at least we can use that as an example or an excuse to give them that deck.
For instance, Weevil Underwood is playing Insectors instead of just Insect Queen.
It's true.
My insect queen. All right, let's try this again.
And Rex Raptor is getting Evols.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess Conroy will be playing Mermails again.
I guess so.
Thanks, Brooke Walker.
How are you planning on getting over 23?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ignoring it.
Ignoring it, it's future Dave's problem.
That's Dave in the future's issue.
That's Dave 3 minutes from now.
I mean, do you
Which
play
Brains
Negate
character
Wars?
will win? Who's the Mermail character anyways? Brooke Walker in Zexal. Her competitive deck when she was a professional duelist was Mermails. You can see it in a flashback.
Like a flashback.
When she's dueling Anna Kaboom, who in modern Zexal plays Trains, when Anna Kaboom was playing Madolce.
Yee. I like the character tournament. That was a lot of fun.
Where do you go to register for the character tournament? That's a great question to sit in the Discord and wait for.
Yeah, we got to finish up the budget one first, and then we'll definitely be doing announcements for the character tournament.
What you just said.
What is this, like our 5th character tournament, by the way?
Third?
Third?
This will be...
Negate me, boy. Negate me. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, this will be the 3rd character.
Should be the 3rd one. 2nd one I think was the best. 1st one we were trying to work out the kinks.
2nd one I also think was the best, but the 1st one had some top tier anime moments.
Yeah.
For instance, me ending every single fucking game with less than 300.
That's right. You came
life
back
points.
from like no life points several games in a row.
I remember the first budget tournament. I was 5 rounds in a row. I was sub 200.
Yeah. I showcased those specifically. They were busted. Hey
the
Dave,
BA player.
that D barrier was clutch.
That was a nice D barrier.
Thank you.
I like
planned that all along.
That was
Too bad.
nice.
Too bad there's still a
barrier.
fusion monster to deal with.
Well, unless it can deal piercing damage and attack multiple times. He's not
These
dead
are,
yet.
these are Lunalite monsters.
I know how they work.
That's their gimmick.
I know how they work.
Is there
Although I think the only one he can access is Saber Dancers.
Reiji Akaba was played in the character tournament by our resident DDD player, Master of Lancer.
And he
Believe he
got
topped.
second place.
Yeah.
And it was the most anime moment too, because
He really is dying. Hey, what that wall of text say?
Nothing that seemed like he could actually do anything with it.
Lancer
And all the waiting going on over there, I think, seemed to confirm my suspicion.
That's a lot of waiting you got there.
It'd be really hard to
Lancer
fusion
getting
summon
second
with
place
a
was-
negated Cyber Dragon Infinity.
True.
All right. So
the
he's
graveyard,
going
I
to
think.
use summon. You can do it from the graveyard. Overall,
What were you saying about Lancer, Karen?
But why though?
I mean, you could have negated that.
no, we can't.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, I don't does Deep Barrier doesn't do the field, it's just for the rest of the turn, right?
Just
Oh,
the
while they're on the
monsters.
field. So yeah, you could have tributed the Toad,
Oh,
gotten it off the field, and then had the negate.
No, wait, it doesn't work like that. It's a different wording.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't share.
It remains on field for the resolution of the effect.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Lancer got down paired game 1, lost game 2, made it to the bubble, and then at the last minute we decided to let 4 wild card slots in, and then Lancer went undefeated
I
until
don't think
the
that
end.
works the way you think it works.
Wow, attacking
where
where
he-
Duprog?
Tapping on Invincible to battle YGOPro. He's like,
Uh,
I'm here, kill me!
Come on!
Come on!
Which he got to the finals against J Void's Altergeist, and he
Oh,
made it
that's
to
right.
game 3 against Altergeist, and it came down to a Meliseek for game.
Good
All the
times.
guys did go undefeated, didn't they?
Yes. But I almost stopped him, but he got a fucking lucky hit on the one face down.
Nice.
I set,
yeah, that
I
was.
set
I remember
5
that one.
card.
I
set
remember
5.
that one vividly.
I had, yeah, all 3 of us had a chance at it.
Yeah,
All
I was playing
failed.
Blue Eyes.
I set 5 cards, and he hit the 1 card that lost him the game.
I will say, J Voids gets a lot of shit, but he did run the gauntlet and he beat all of us, so
It's true.
that is something.
And
Does
I had
Ultra Guys
Sky
need any
Strikers in
hits,
that
or is that currently safe for the character tournament?
It's hit enough.
Okay.
The only hit I would do is already done.
Is there a Lunalite player?
Yes, there is.
Okay, fun times.
I'm actually thinking of banning Union Carrier
That's fair.
across the board. Nobody can use Union Carrier.
Because you can go into Reproducus for the Apex negate, but having the infinite negate is a little bit much.
The Infinite Gate's a little much. Any of the Dark decks can do the Buster Lock. It's not a fun card to have in the format.
Right.
So I'm thinking about banning. Yeah, it is GG.
Because Saber can't be targeted, but it can be attacked over. So, yeah,
Well,
Borosword will
actually
deal
flips.
3,000 damage and then attack again.
As long as you don't let Cyber Dragon Infinity do its thing,
Right.
which I'm assuming you won't.
I
Because
mean,
you're a
you
good
could
player.
attack into Infinity first and then activate the effect to attack again, right?
True.
oh, yeah, he's going for the negate.
Oh, no.
This is where it's actually a mirror force, and he's just Omega braining you. He's actually Revolver. Summon your little monsters.
No, that's really fine.
Oh, no.
Oh no, my
negated it.
card that's not once per turn.
Oh, no.
I think he was just negating it to get it over with.
Yeah. Stop
'Cause he realized
asking me.
there was a line. There should be one. What? Are you talking about Lunalite? That's a Arc V
Or Dark
character.
Lord.
Oh, Dark Lord? We don't take manga characters into account anymore. We did in the first tournament, but that's just because Stable Boy really wanted to play
like when
Nova
we
Knight.
had to reach for a deck for a specific character, we might have looked at their manga, the archetypes.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're not doing any manga or movie archetypes.
We might include cubics.
Maybe. You did that wrong.
How so?
You can-
The idea was to attack into Saber Dancers. I don't know if you've read Shade Brigandine, my dude. But, turns out, it can be negated by Toad.
That's what I was like. Well, I'm not exactly positive why I didn't win. You know, yeah, I do. Give me that.
Do you have any traps in your graveyard, Dave?
No.
No, I forgot Toad was on field, so you can summon that, right?
Yeah, if you don't have any traps in grave, you could have attacked with Shade Brigandine.
For the salt. Nice, Dave. You 2-0'd him.
Nice!
And that was an
Oh, no,
objectively
Peter!
better deck. So,
So you played to your opponent's skill level? Is that what I'm hearing?
that or he played down to mine.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Listen. The point is, Dave did what I said he was going to do and actually take this one home.
Yeah, why is Jason the only one that had any faith in me? You guys suck. Here I am,
Well, you have,
dying
you
of
have
Rona.
the coronavirus, so I mean... it's
Yeah, I
only a matter
thought you were
of time.
gonna die halfway through the duel.
I thought you were gonna die.
I was honestly waiting for you to, like, drop dead.
There you go.
He was going to make the W before Crooked.
Are you hosting a game, Keiran?
Yes, I am. It's already hosted.
All right, who's playing now?
Just come back and David did it
Ryan
too.
and Aronsdw.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a beer.
Well, get out of the room, Dave. Spectator.
Wait.
If my opponent dies, do I win?
But we're gonna wait for Dave.
Okay. Dave doesn't care about pendulums.
No, but it's wrong to start the duel without him. It's his stream. His name's on the building.
Oh wow, it matters now that his name's on the deal. Name on the building.
If you lose the duel, you lose his soul. I think
If
Dave
he
also has to
loses-
click a button to actually view the duel.
He does.
So the stream wouldn't be able
Like
to
you
see
said,
Silent
it.
tastes like a Bud Light.
Hit the spectate button. You'll be all right.
It's the road.
You have to. Okay, let's go.
Dave, is
There
that
you
a
go.
bald spot?
Is that a bald spot?
On top of my head.
What?
Maybe.
No.
The thought.
Okay, Ryan.
Hmm.
Time to do.
Now we get the Rona.
See, this is weird because we expect Ryan to win, so he has more pressure going into it.
Yeah, everyone was pretty much wrote me off, so I had nothing but upward motion.
Look, Dave.
Almost everyone.
Dave, you're the Joey.
I am.
But nobody liked Joey.
See, I hate it because I'm shorter than Ryan, so I should be Yugi.
Everyone loves Joey.
He just sacked every game.
Looks like his opponent didn't. Oh, okay, maybe he did. No, because it's banned. Why would you play a 60 card deck?
Oh, you'll see. For those of you who are not familiar with this Discord player,
Aaron,
Ryan,
David.
Ryan, are you fully aware of what he's playing?
I might have seen it, but I don't remember.
Out of honor, he did
Ryan
it
doesn't
live.
use the shoot.
I don't
Then
look
I
at the
probably
decks.
should. Yeah, but it.
I
very
would
well.
probably recognize it when he starts playing it, but
Okay, then I won't say anything yet.
Called
After he makes his
respect.
place.
Ryan doesn't need to know. That's
I'll wait
why
for
he's
him to make
winning
it.
every duel. He
Oh,
already knows.
Oath Dragon effect. Ugh.
mm-hmm.
All the magicians have such good art. It's just my aesthetic.
I thought your aesthetic was like
Lollies.
lollies.
Well, Harmo exists.
Why did both of you say that at the same time?
Well, we know what his
Hey,
aesthetic
I was gonna
is.
say I wasn't gonna say lolly. I was trying to think of one.
Hentai.
What's
Aw.
what's the Doki Doki lolly? What's her name?
That's
Natsumi?
Natsuki.
Monica.
Natsuki. Yeah, Natsuki.
Just Monica.
I don't
Natsuki.
like rope that much.
I love Natsuki. She's my favorite.
I think I told you I'm a Yuri man.
She's really, you know, she's basically just a walking Everlast.
Yeah.
I wanna punch her dad.
Monica isn't a lolly.
Because it's just Mon.
It's just Monica.
Just.
Hey, Monica.
I mean,
Hey, Monica.
not
right.
gonna lie. I think Monica might be best girl, and I think that's the worst part about it.
And that might be my best opening possible in this deck.
Norito.
Naruto, the virtue signaler.
The return of Apex Avian.
It could have been better.
In my deck, I don't know.
Mist variant, big
That
chicken.
Gate Zero could have been a Dark Worm.
Ryan, you were the one hosting.
It's
right?
Rebecca Hawkins, a
No.
lolly.
No, I'm hosting.
Yes.
Well, that means
Right,
Yugi is
okay.
also a lolicon. Don't forget that.
No, he's Shotokan. No.
Don't
Oh,
meet your
wait.
hero.
I mean,
Huh?
don't meet your hero.
Yeah.
I can be your hero, baby.
We got the strong T set over there.
I can wipe away
Monica
the
just needs
pain.
affection. She's been traumatized after realizing she wasn't real. Don't ruin it. Jason's never played this game, and I've been trying to get him to do a live stream of him blind playing Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah.
He has to do
Shut
it in
I'm
the
sorry.
dark.
I'm sorry.
He's
What?
not allowed to slow play.
You can't slow play a dating sim graphic novel thing.
Yes, you can. You just.
I guess you can just not click forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cards in hand.
Out of everyone who's ever dueled me, only one of y'all can actually say I slow played them. And it wasn't even because I couldn't do anything. It's because he made me have to negate a board of 4.
It's because I wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
Look at
Ryan
Ryan.
only said that because
Look
he
at
had
Ryan.
that goddamn board. Like,
Summoning
this board
Odd Eyes
that he got
Meteor
here-
Burst Dragon to prevent monster effects during the battle phase. Typical Pendulum player.
Right? Ew.
See, this is why we don't doubt Ryan's ability, because his wins are very definitive.
How did someone afford the Savage Dragon for a budget deck? Liam, like 6 of my decks ran 3 Nibiru.
Well, the card market price was a lot lower than TCG player.
How much is that card going for now anyway? Has that card gone down? drastically?
Savage is
No, it's
currently
gone up.
80 on TCG player, and it was like 30, I think, on card market.
No, I'm pretty
Yep,
sure. I'm
that's
pretty
how-
sure Rebecca's younger than Yugi. I think she's just super smart, so she's like an accelerated
Oh,
program.
Rebecca is definitely younger than Yugi.
Yeah.
Yugi's a high school student. She was like,
Hey,
and
Rebecca.
I think she was like middle school,
is
right?
12.
Yeah.
Rebecca is 12. Yugi is 16.
Yugi has like a driver's license, like a permit.
Dave,
Yeah.
you gotta get a picture of Jason while he's dueling, right? And you gotta edit it so it's like menacing on it.
Like
Well,
the,
he's,
the
like,
JoJo
still playing.
menacing, like woo.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I could just imagine it. He's just looking at his hand. Looking at the
15 is
graveyard.
15. Just what?
I will.
More than a year
Eventually
passes
murder.
in the anime.
He opted to go first and Shadal.
Spoilers.
You think this is Doll?
He's got a lot
No,
of things in there, but I haven't seen any
This
of
is
them.
this is Aronsdw. He only plays Lair of Darkness.
What is he, French?
No, he's like some kind of South American.
Because you're like Aronsdw. Aaron's DW. So it's Aaron's Dave.
He's Aaron D.
It's Aaron's Dave West. Understand?
Ooh, Pit.
He's
Oh,
just
boy.
South African me.
Here we go. Here we go.
I prefer like West African me, like from like Ghana.
So would West African Dave be like more rich or more poor?
Open broken. Faux show.
Now watch the magic. Watch the magic.
That's racist. West African Dave. You'd just be me, but he'd play the same shitty decks.
Play the same shitty deck.
I said 5
sorry.
and end my turn. Like, it's like
I'm sorry that you outed your entire strategy, man. It's
That's
unfortunate
racist.
that you died to MST.
it's just me.
Just you with a more interesting accent.
Yeah,
And people were saying that Oath Dragon was
he
like
plays Crystal
a
Beast, so he
terrible
can say
card.
things like,
I love.
"Have you
Elf
seen the
Dragon.
diamond?" I don't know. It's...
What the hell, man?
They were like, Wisdom Eye is better
Do
than
you
Oath
see the
Dragon."
diamond?
And I'm like, but Pendulum Call. But Pendulum Call can be ashed.
Yeah, a lot. I hate when people say that card's not good because it can be negated by some other card. Every card can be negated by a card, you idiot.
There's
Just
no
saying
card
people tend to ignore that CED exists.
Literally
And see,
every
it can be negated
card
by
can be
every-
negated. That it's not an argument for a card being bad or good or anything. It's a completely it's a non-issue. You could negate Spellbook of Judgment. That doesn't mean we should have it. Like that's a stupid argument.
Oh, you
That's
said
right.
we
My
shouldn't
dark
have
drive.
spellbooks. It makes spellbooks viable.
And yes, you can't. Okay, you can negate Super Poly if it can't play into a face-up Imperial Order. There is an out to Super Poly. It's preventative, yes, but you can do it. That doesn't
You
make
can't
Super Poly
Super
bad.
Poly Towers. You can't Super Poly Towers. Doesn't mean Klee is tier 0.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
That's
Mermail-
true. Mermail's Equip spell will do that.
cute. That's actually pretty slick. I didn't even
It
think
is-
of. It's because it's not an activation, right? It's like it's.
Yeah.
Which means that like Magician's right hand will probably do it too.
It's because it's not a choice.
Ryan, did you attack a Ripidocus first? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Fucking
thought you attacked with absolute.
Riplodocus.
Is
More
this
like
Boris
Riplodocus. As if Ryan's not gonna just raffle stomp him.
Does this guy really have 60 cards in his deck and only show 3?
Yes.
It's 3 storming. Careful.
All right,
Ryan.
here we go.
Careful. Storming.
Drowning Europe.
Ah,
shit,
The
super-
Super Poly!
Poly.
You
I don't know
didn't.
what
You
he's
didn't get
making.
that. With,
I'm-
you didn't get
here
that with
comes
your Dragon
the-
Pit.
Starving Venom Fusion Dragon.
Starving Venom Fusion.
Unfortunately for him, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon prevents
His effects.
monster effects during the battle phase.
Why did he wait for the
Who did I
battle phase?
attack with?
Y- Check the log.
Okay,
Doesn't
so
say.
Old
I don't remember
Dragon.
who I attacked with. Did I attack with Meteor? Or Absolute?
1 second.
I don't see Absolute's name up here.
1 second. I'm
I
shoving through
was
footage.
not paying attention.
This is so much coaching.
It's not
Shut up,
coaching.
Dave.
But I'll allow it because.
Do you want to continue battle?
I really don't.
Because if it's Absolute, I definitely want to
It is
continue the
absolute.
battle.
It's absolute.
Yeah.
Cerulean Skyfire.
We're just establishing a win for our homie.
Well, no.
Executive right.
If it was in real life, Ryan would know that he attacked with absolute, but unfortunately, because YGOPro doesn't allow him to like just instantly know that.
Yeah, YGOPro is a little too automatic sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, especially when like you're problem solving, you're like, oh, I didn't think that I could even have done that. Like, that's a pretty good move, actually. It's totally. It's not a good representation necessarily of a real duel.
But here's the question, Dave. Would
Like,
you rather
oops,
have
I
this or
misclicked and
TF?
searched the wrong thing. Like, there's literally no way to do that in real life. Like, search the wrong thing by accident.
But would you prefer this or Dueling Network?
I don't like
Or
Dueling
both.
Network not because I would love to play Yu-Gi-Oh with a more true to life analog. The issue is that its controls are clumsy. Like a lot of the things, like first Xyz, the last time I played, which maybe was too far ago, there wasn't a good way to Xyz summon. Like you had to like shuffle your shit around to like get him to stack right. It was fucking stupid. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. This is dumb. like I'm sure once you get used to it, it's not such a big deal. But I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to fucking deal with it.
What are you gonna do, Ryan?
Well, that just sounds like you made a miss. You searched the wrong card, but that would mean that you like how? Would you like look at the card and you're like, yes, this is the card that I want, not actually looking at it, and then putting it in your hand and saying, yes, I have committed to this maneuver. Oh wait,
Well,
no, that's the wrong card. Like what?
In tournaments, people will call out one card and put a different card on front of them.
Like Patrick Holman.
It has happened.
Yeah, I mean there is. Yeah, that's just mind games.
Like in your mind that you're saying one thing and then you grab something because it has the same similar color.
Dave, never understand how much to scrub your viewers can be. That's true. That is very true. I had some guy make an elaborate comment about how like initially tokens were supposed to be for Xyz monsters or something.
We also had someone make an admonishing statement about how Soya the Rainhider was a good card.
Now, to be fair, Ryan eventually found a manga panel where Yuya Xyz summons with tokens, but
That was
It's
by the
right.
effect of an action card.
it's weird because it's like that's during the Pendulum era, so like that's way beyond the established of what an Xyz monster should be. So that was clearly some jank I'm missing context for.
He used an action card to treat the tokens as exceed material.
So what, you special summon an Xyz monster with like 2 of those little things floating around it?
Yeah, it allowed him to exceed summon a monster, treating it as if it had 2 overlay units.
I don't
Yeah.
dislike synchros. I think synchros are cool. They're actually my
Dave just doesn't know how to do math.
I just
so-
want to do math. No, my problem is I'm not good at synchro deck that has like branching plays.
Like Speedroid.
Yeah, I would never be able to play that because it's like I literally have to sit there and think, okay, I need to get to 5. How do I get to 5? Like I just wouldn't be able to concentrate.
I feel like you don't like combos.
I just don't like combos. But I don't dislike synchro cards like blanket. Like I actually think they're cool. I actually like the way they look too. I think that the white is nice and clean and they're good looking cards.
Synchrons is actually more straightforward than you believe it is.
The proud white cards are
Don't go there, Dave.
yeah. I
mean,
like
they
to be
are-
fair. To be fair, I actually like Xyz too. The black and white they're very nice and clean.
I mean, to be fair, Synchros are mechanically superior to Exceed.
I don't know.
But-
I think there's something harmonious about just like, I had 2 level 4s. Let my dreams come true. Like that's just
The reason that I think
so
that-
nice.
The reason that I think that Synchros are mechanically superior to Exceeds is because that Synchros require a lot less going right. And because you can fill your extra deck with like Synchro monsters of any number, there's no like dumb bullshit that can happen to prevent you from being able to Synchro summon a monster. It's why Speedroid was really good against Exceed decks because Hagoida raises their level by 1, and your entire extra deck is 1 level. That's why I think that Synchros are mechanically superior, but nothing beats Fusion as a mechanically superior type because we can fuse face-down monsters!
Personally, Xyz is my favorite. I just really like it. I think it's intuitive, and it is the logical progression of
Wait.
the game.
Doesn't he realize he can't destroy your cards?
He'll try though.
You can certainly try.
You sure can try.
Anakin, you can try.
I think he goofed.
I don't know,
But-
negating my absolute concerns me.
You mean
Not that
Meteor
I'm
Bird?
super
Doesn't even-
concerned about
You mean
Hedgehog,
Meteor Bird?
but
What's his thing face down? Or should all Hedgehog? Who cares? Just win.
Hey, look, a
Hitchcock
BA
can replace
monster.
itself.
That's also in this deck.
You know what's a
This is
deck
like
I should learn how to play? Guru
good
Control.
stuff. That dark deck.
You really should learn how to play Guru Control.
I think I'd actually like it. I played against it this tournament. I was like, that looks fun because it's trolly and like it's always putting itself face down and it like just being
That sounds like one of
annoying
your favorite activities, Day.
and just being annoying. Like it seems exactly like something I would actually like to play.
Sounds like something you do.
Hey, every once in a while, it's dick flattening time.
My favorite mechanic is synchro summoning.
I like
Alright,
Xyz.
what's
I
he
like
gonna
Xyz.
banish?
I think I like Xyz because my first introduction to it was when it was the new mechanic when I came back into the game. I was all like, ooh, and awe, and wow. And I realized that my Harpies are actually a competent rank 4/rank 7 deck. And I was like, this is so cool. This new mechanic bolsters an older deck because the older deck had something it could do very well, but just didn't have an end goal or objective. Like, this fixes it. That's just a cool idea. So that's probably why. I can trace it back. I can trace it back to Harpies.
As I
Okay, here.
roll up
And
the
then they give me a
Ryan's deck.
synchro monster like a fucking bunch of idiots.
Doesn't
What
even
do you
require a
mean?
tuner.
Doesn't I know, but why is it a synchro? Like, it doesn't.
You make it like an Exceed. The reason that it's a synchro is so that they can have one of each of the types.
I know, and it's fucking dumb because they're beholden to their own ridiculous standard. However,
It cares
However-
about something getting flipped face up in the graveyard.
it being a synchro does not affect the way it would be played in the deck whatsoever. So I don't
think
care that
so.
much.
I'm gonna go YOLO on this one.
Do it. I can see the lines.
Hey, look, it's OTK Dragon. I got one function. I will say this though, I really do like Boral Sword. It serves a very, very specific function in a deck, but it is a good function. Like, I'm in a winning scenario, I just don't have enough on board, and it'd be like so cheesy to give them an extra turn when I've decidedly won this. This is dumb. So it's like, thank you, Boral Sword, for being my big number. It's like,
That's round
Making
2,
me
right?
think again. I don't like this.
the duel has ended.
All right. Well, there you go. That's how you definitively win, not drag your opponent along and.
I
make
too
him
own
think
him as
big.
well, so shut the flip up.
Yeah, you won with like 500 life points. And
It was,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
fucking,
fucking-
he
opponent's
snatched
wrestling.
defeat from the jaws of victory.
What are you,
Hey,
Dave?
that second game, I was decidedly more me actually
control.
winning and stuff. But
Yeah, because you had all your life points. And
Dave,
then-
winning from 500 life points? Who do you think you are? Me?
I don't know. I mean, it's that or lose to Crazy Box.
Okay. Where's
I
my
actually got
drink?
to use my Boral Bros this duel. I haven't,
Boral Bros.
summoned them.
Had you
I haven't
already
summoned them
used Oath's effect, or can you only use Oath when you have another magician?
You can only use Oath if you have another magician.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, so okay, that
Noob
means you're up,
Master
right?
69.
So I probably should have used it first,
Correct.
because I could have gotten harmonizing and I would have had a high and a low scale. So no matter what the back row was, I would have been able to pendulum summon.
Did you have a low scale in hand then?
I had a purple poison, so I had poison. I could have had poison and Harmon.
Got it.
Beauregard's, isn't he the banned one?
No. Beauregard
No.
is not banned. He is a super good card though. Like super underrated.
What's the one that's banned? Boral.
None of them. Topologic Gumblar Dragon.
Oh, Gumblar. That's right. It's Gumblar.
They got a big Boral Dragon that has all of their effects in one.
Oh, is it some anime?
Boral and Dragon.
C?
No, it's a Link 5.
Oh, is it like a... So, then what is it, an anime card or something?
No.
Oh, this is real? This is a real card?
It's coming out.
Borderland Dragon. It is a Link 5. Cannot be destroyed by cards, effects, or battle, and neither player can target this card with monster effects. It's natural 3500.
Big number.
It's a big number. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls, once each. Quick effect. You can you can target one effect monster on the field and one rocket monster in your graveyard.
In your GY.
In your GY. Negate the effects of that monster on the field, and if you do, special summon that monster from here. So you have to play it in rockets.
I have
I'm not gonna call them rockets. They're rockets.
one of
That's
my,
what they're
my
called.
My aunt was in the Rockettes.
Uh,
She has severe neck issues now because of the huge headdresses they would wear.
I thought you were gonna say it's because of the kick line. I'm like, what does that have to do with it?
I mean, that's part of it because they are wearing hats in the kick line.
It's true. She was. One of
no.
Ryan was actually in the Rockettes.
I was.
But the reason that that's
Your
not
legs are
really
hairy.
No, you're like, you didn't even
Dave,
shave.
It was you.
playing rockets is not actually a restriction because of quick revolve.
The Rocket structure deck really put them up a level for sure.
Well, quick revolve always existed.
Yes.
What they really got from the structure deck was
Consistency.
Metal Rocket Dragon and Twin Boral Dragon.
The Rockettes. Boral Furious Dragon.
Yeah, that's their fusion monster. Their fusion
bro.
spell destroys the cards to summon it.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. You can destroy a Shadal monster to summon it.
Now
Yeah,
the
'cause
Boral boss monsters are a lot of fun.
Except for Boral X-Charge Dragon.
Well,
Is that the bad one? That's the
better
exciting.
than the firewall.
2 level 4.
In Dragma,
They also got Rocket Tracer, which is a borderline
Drag my
busted card.
balls across your
Dragma
face.
balls. There it is.
Yeah, you can. You're so-
I'm partially disappointed and not at the same time that you said something.
I don't even know what that is. Like, I have no. I just heard Dragma. Like, what the fuck is?
Dragma is a deck that you might be interested in. It banishes, or it sends a lot of things from their extra deck to the graveyard to affect the opponent's extra deck monsters.
Tetra Dragmaton. Like, oh my god, I'm not. His name's a wall of text. Tetra Dragmaton, the cardinal crux of conviction. Ugh. I mean,
Dave, picking a new deck to play. Can I pronounce the names without saying ugh at the end? Ugh.
Fleur-de-lis, the Dragma Knight. Okay.
That's the main monster.
Maximus Dragma. Okay. Theo the Dragma Iron Hammer. These just look like characters from Arc Knights.
The sponsor of this video.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh wait, no.
Aiden the
No.
Dragma Oracle.
No. Just no.
Bastard the Ashen Dragon? What?
Yes, that's his name.
Well, that's not gonna stay that.
Oh, a bunch of bastards.
Oh, look.
Knew that was.
Farfa got a card. Disciple of the Nadir.
Disciple of the Nadir. Farfa?
Farfa? And it sends a monster to your graveyard, so that's kind of tracks.
Yeah, you send like Natis and pop cards.
You sent.
Yeah, but you
the
really
only way
fuck
you
up your
can pronounce
opponent's
They're
extra deck.
Fate series characters, are they?
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I guess I kind of feel that.
My noble phantasm.
Bastard, the Ashen Dragon.
Which one of these is a font? Astolfo, though. That's the one I want.
There is an Astolfo card. It's a Noble Knight.
Dave.
What?
Dave.
What?
It's a Noble Knight.
Why do you want the Astolfo card?
Because
Because it special summons itself once per duel.
Dave doesn't really care as long as it vaguely resembles a woman.
See, now we're getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But
Certainly the bottom.
Certainly the bottom. Someone posted a picture of him on Reddit, and the comments were like, "He is best boy" or whatever, and like the comment right below that was, "Wait, him?"
For like the uninitiated.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm disappointed in myself that I knew that.
Lol. I actually watched a couple episodes of it. I don't know if I'm starting with the wrong one or what, but I felt like I was supposed to know something of what's going on, but because it was never explained what a Grail War is or anything.
If you want context for the series, start with Unlimited Blade Works. They do a pretty good job of explaining it to the dumb fuck in Unlimited Blade Works.
Okay.
That would be Dave.
And then Fate Zero is the precursor to Blade Works.
Is there like a? I mean, presumably there's like a. What's
Is there a
the
For Dummies video?
Well, no. I was gonna say, is there like a? I don't even know if I want to watch it.
Timeline.
But, do you want to watch them in chronological order or in like air order?
So only two of them are actually in the same storyline.
Unlimited budget work sounds just like whenever I try to build a deck.
There's only two of them that are in chronological order. There's Fate Zero, and then there's Unlimited Blade Works. Because we don't talk about original Fate Stay Night. Another good thing just to kind of get into the series, you might watch Fate Apocrypha. It's a little top heavy on the information. But
That's the one I was watching, because that's the one with...
Then go watch Unlimited Blade Works. Go watch Unlimited Blade Works. Fate Zero is the one that is, I think, before it, but it relies a lot on what happens in Unlimited Blade Works, and you know anything about it.
Okay.
Because there's some weird shit with the timeline.
Fair enough. I've actually watched the reboot of Digimon. That's interesting.
I
Mother's
haven't seen
Basement
it
made that sound like it was pretty good.
Billiam also made it sound like it was really good, but I don't want to watch it yet because I want more episodes.
Yeah, that was what was making me hold off too. Is that on Crunchyroll?
I'm watching it on
What?
Verve, so yes.
Yes. The answer to that would be yes.
Because it's the same website, kinda.
Basically.
I mean, it's certainly different. It's not the same story, so that's interesting. I'm also watching Villainous, which is really fun. And
The problem with Fate Grand Order is it's a lot of top-heavy information. It's the same problem that Apocrypha has.
what's the other one I'm watching currently? I was
don't
watching Invaded.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's on my list. Yeah, I definitely want to watch the Digimon reboot because we tried years ago watching Digimon, and I don't think we made it past the second episode. That was
Hey Digimon.
pretty rough.
Well, it's shame too because as much as I like the dub,
I remember late Digimon being awesome, I just don't feel like I can get there in a quick enough time.
No, yeah, the dub is okay. It's fun, but it is certainly geared towards the age group that was appropriate for it.
Right. Repeating the names of the Digimon every 2 seconds, replaying that animation to pad out the time. You know.
Yeah.
Evolve too.
Yes.
Greymon.
More Greymon.
Tamers is the best one, but
That's
Scores?
not true. Frontier is the best one.
Beastars.
Beastars is what? That's not a Digimon series. That is good though.
That was Tamers. Tamers has Renamon.
Tamers does has Renamon.
My problem with Tamers is the first half.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
It was trying too hard to make one of the characters seem too interesting. And
When she's not.
yeah.
I just liked what's his face.
Terrieron's Tamer.
No, not Terriermon's Tamer. The little Impmon.
Impmon?
Yeah,
He's cool.
he's cool.
I really liked his character arc too.
Yes, it was good writing.
We can talk about Digimon Tamers spoilers, right?
I don't know. It's Ryan.
How old's the series? And will I ever watch it? Probably not.
2006.
You could watch Tamers from scratch. It's on Netflix. The dub's pretty solid, and it has nothing to do with the other series, so you could start with it. Tamers is a meta narrative.
The
In
last
the-
Digimon I would have watched would have been in 2003, so no, I haven't seen that one.
Tamers is enhanced by seeing the other Digimon.
Sure, but it is a meta narrative. In its own canon, the other show is a TV show
Mhm.
Yeah. And a game.
and a game.
It's funny.
And a card game.
The card game's actually pretty good.
Motorcycles?
They did not play the card game on motorcycles.
Missed opportunity.
I'm sorry, but one character did. Don't even try and defend that.
Did he?
It was your favorite character.
Itmon did have a motorcycle when he turned into Beelzemon.
Nice.
That's why you need to get NordVPN.
The
Wow,
other
you're just practicing for all these sponsorships you're never gonna get.
Yeah, right.
So that way, the virus-type Digimon can't worm their way into your private network.
Oh, it writes itself.
writes itself. I like how I have all this knowledge of other anime franchises, but every time we make a joke on the Discord and me changing the focus of the channel, it's always to what's that stupid
Beyblade.
Beyblades, which I've never seen a single episode of. Let it rip, everybody.
This is
You
a
can-
Beyblade channel now.
It's a baby.
Okay, so can I talk about it? Because he's asking, the chat's asking a question.
Yeah, you can
What?
talk about it.
Talk about
In Tamers, there's a Digimon that controls the power of Digivolution. Impmon wants to Digivolve. but doesn't.
Calamon or something?
Calamon.
Calamon.
So Impmon wants to Digivolve, but he felt betrayed by the humans and doesn't trust them, so he can never Digivolve. The big bad convinces Impmon to help him capture Calamon so that Calamon can be forced to make Impmon Digivolve, which Impmon Digivolves into Beelzemon, killing Leomon in front of a bunch of children, which horribly scars one of the characters, leading to the very big bad coming from that character, and the character is saved by Beelzemon when he uses Leomon's attack, the Fist of the Beast King, to break a barrier that they need to get through to get to them.
Yeah, because he absorbed his data. And
Also, Leomon always dies.
Leomon does always die.
Poor Leomon.
There is not a single Digimon series where Leomon has not died.
I'm assuming it's a joke.
Too.
Hold on, let me get the chart real quick.
There's a chart.
The chart of Leomon's death.
This man has a chart.
Leomon would be spelled Leomon, I would believe.
There you go, Ryan.
There's a chart.
There is a chart.
My God, there's a chart.
He dies 3 times in one series.
Leomon!
That's hilarious.
And he either dies to show how strong the bad guy is, how bad the bad guy is, or how strong the main character is. Because he's always built up as this super powerful and just Digimon.
So he's Krillin?
No,
Oh, he's Vegeta.
he's Tien.
Yamcha?
The Worf effect, basically? What's that? Like,
Worf is always beaten up by everybody because he's played up as like the security on the Enterprise, so he's the first one to get his butt whooped to show how strong the bad guy is.
sure.
Like the empty barrels that fractured his spine.
Like Worf gets beat up a lot. I'm pretty sure I saw a compilation video of just him getting whooped on.
There's a compilation video of him getting whooped, and there's a compilation video of Captain Picard not listening to him. That's another great one. Like, he says something and Picard just like totally blows him off, and like does it every single time. Because like Worf's always like, we should arm phasers, and everyone's like, no, Worf, stop. Like, no, it's a fucking anomaly. We're going to shoot it. Like,
Yes.
it always ends up being malignant too. So like, he was probably right most of the time. Is Worf the one who always wears? No, he only wore red in season 1. And that doesn't even hold true in anything but the original series.
True.
Yeah, Leomon always dies.
Always.
There's one time where Leomon is a child though, and the child dies.
That's kind of unfortunate.
It was like really fucked up too.
Well, Digimon can actually be quite dark. Like, even in the original series, there's a couple of weird episodes. Like that one where he goes back to the real world for a day.
Yeah,
Like,
that was dark as
That episode's weird. It's actually directed by a famous anime director, and it's like a one-off that he did for the series, and it's why it stands out as such an odd episode in the entire series. Like, it's
Is it good and odd, or like just
yeah, it's very good. It's good.
Should be here.
The problem is that it's like Tai is back in the real world, but like he's kind of like only slightly corporally there, so it feels otherworldly and strange and off to him the entire time. And the animation,
because he's still Data.
yeah, and the animation is still it leans into that feeling very heavily. Like he's like nothing's quite right, and like it's slow and weird, and the atmosphere is just wrong. And so like it's a brilliant episode. It's just
Because he died way before the show. Tai is dead.
Tai is dead.
No. The Leomon, the Dark Kid's spirit in Frontier did die because the kid died, and then the spirit was absorbed into the greater whole and then dispersed at the end of the series.
All right, fellas.
Yeah, why are we talking
I
about...
need your help.
Okay.
With
Digimon?
that's rough.
Digimon.
Who is the monster next to Pegasus?
Dark Magician Girl.
Officially?
Um,
I'm doing a minimalistic Pegasus right now. And trying to figure out which monster to have opposite him.
I would say Toon Dark Magician Girl or
Toon
Relinquished.
Gemini-O. Or the Wabbit doing the same pose.
You mean Funny Bunny?
Yeah, Funny Bunny, doppelganger.
Dark Wabbit!
My doppelganger.
I mean, it's either a tune, but it feels weird to have a tune because those are just like re-tunes of.
That's why I say Dark Rabbit, because doppelganger, and it can mirror him, kind of like the other monsters can't really do.
It would be Relinquished or something like that. Relinquished.
It could
Is a
be
little-
Toon World itself too.
True. Relinquished is a little busy, in a minimalistic style, it's kind of hard to get the
What
shape.
about Mangaryuran?
I had that thought as well.
I think whatever monster goes on, if it's a tune, it has to mirror Pegasus's stance.
Yeah, that's fair. Dog rabbit.
Not too many do that. It would be Toon Gemini Elf.
That's another thought I had. The Toon Gemini elves.
Just instant fusion. What?
Dark Magician Girl is okay.
Toon Dark Magician Girl.
Toon Dark
Magician
Girl.
My concern is in a minimalistic style, could you tell for sure that it is the Toon version? Because I'm not doing the eyes.
Well, I mean, it's the. I guess it'd be like, because you have context, because it's
Right.
Pegasus.
Yeah, you know it was, but
Pegasus.
hey now.
Hey, no.
Okay. Nope.
All-Star. Get your game on. Ah, yes.
Go on, Dave.
Pegasus and a cup of ramen. I play instant fusion. It's a superior way to fusion summon my boss monster.
I'm
The other-
surprised you've never heard of it.
The other way is
I
an
just
absolute
invented it.
mess.
Wait a minute, Pegasus. You mean I can get my flame swordsman out without just paying some life points?
Yeah, that or you could just cheat and just play like a main deck monster like you've been doing. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I know some flame swordsman.
Swordsman.
That's my vote, Ryan.
Is Dark Rabbit?
I guess it's the card that means the most to him, but it's not a very good card.
Doesn't matter. It's more like what the design or who would want to buy it on a t-shirt.
Leomon.
I know way too much about Digimon, so
Hey, there's Saber Leomon. I forgot about his mega form.
that's specifically the Digimon Adventures Mega Form.
What's that one that
Because-
looks like Jotaro?
Bancho Leomon? Bancho Leomon is a mentor character in Digimon's Data Squad.
He looks 100% like Jotaro.
He trains the Tai of that part, how to control his anger and be a better person. And then he dies in a badass way. And then
Against a Digimon who can stop time.
the Tai character punches the other Digimon to activate his ultimate DNA burst. And then Rise
punch
Greymon digivolves into Shine Greymon. There are a few Bancho Digimon.
Digivolve too.
Train's trying to use him on.
The Tai of that part basically does use Hamon because in Data Squad, in order to digivolve, you have to infuse it with your DNA, and each person has a different DNA burst that they can do, and the Tai of that part can only summon his DNA burst when he punches the enemy Digimon.
Apparently, a
DNA
Bancho is
punching.
the group of is the head of a group of delinquents in Japan,
Yes.
which is why he looks like Jotaro.
Yes.
Because he's a delinquent.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the Digisoul.
Unlike Pancho Leomon, who's from Mexico.
Heyo.
But we always use
Feast of the Beast King, ese. It's just like, yeah.
We can all be happy that Edamon is a character.
Can we though?
Yeah, you sound like Elvis.
You're gonna follow my dark network.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a bad Elvis impression.
Also, he can digivolve into Metal Edamon, or my personal favorite, King Edamon. Hold on. There it is. King Edamon.
King Edamon.
Did he ever do that in the show?
I think he did in one of the shows. I think there was a King Edamon present in one of the shows.
Nice.
Yeah. Digimon Frontier is when they used the spirit of the Great Warriors.
How do you know so much about Digimon?
He's
Because
a strange little man.
You have to know these
And-
things. You know the king, you know.
Well,
Well,
I guess we could call it for the night. I mean, I do have to technically
so.
still get up. I get to
you gotta
work
get
from,
up bright and early for work, Dave.
I get to work from home, so that's cool.
Yeah, you get to roll out of bed 15 minutes before you have to start. You don't have to battle through traffic or driving.
I don't think I'll get a ticket for being parked on the road at 9:30 in the morning. I think they still did they suspend that stuff?
I don't think it was Cross Wars. I think it was Fusion. I think he appears in that giant mass of Digimon that gets absorbed into Shaolin.
Massive Digimon. I think well, there's the Dark Rabbit look.
I think as long as it has the teeth, it's good.
Think
The Gemini elves.
I don't know.
I don't like that at all. No, Cross Wars and Fusion are two separate series.
Yeah, it looks like they're suspended. Nice.
Sweet.
I had a feeling they would be because it's like if everyone's out of work, you can't just like sit there and ticket people because they can't move from the
Right.
car. It feels shitty to do that.
Yeah.
It feels like it looks like they've been suspending it as needed though, which is really fucking dumb. Like they don't want to commit to like it's good until June. Like they're just like, oh yeah, it's suspended today.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah, right. Jesus. So where does this put me? 2 and 2? 2 and 3?
Copycat is Dark Rabbit, guys. It's the Toon version of Dark Rabbit.
Mimicat?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toon Gemini Elf looking different directions makes it really hard to put behind
Pegger.
be like one or the other, and then that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because it's not Gemini elf. It's just singular,
Right.
singular elf. Dragon. Oh, Dragon. Right.
So you're vetoing the Relinquished?
I don't like the Relinquished. I think its design is too busy for the minimalist, and it's not. I don't like the colors with it.
Yeah, I'd have to
It's
like
too much.
I'd have to tweak the colors a lot.
You have to do like a blue Relinquished.
He is kind of blue. I could try to find a complementary blue to that red. I'm kind of stuck with the red because that's the color of the t-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, you could do. I think Toon Summon Skull works.
Summon Skull would actually work.
It's also kind of
Later.
iconic.
We don't talk about Applemon. We don't talk about Applemon.
Which one's Applemon?
It's the
What's the one that's
Well,
like a
it's the-
Medusa that's like super hot?
which one?
It's a chick.
That doesn't narrow it
I
down.
think she's got a snake
What do you
for an arm.
Medusa being a chick and snakes.
Oh,
You're really not doing
oh. Fuck, I know which one you're talking about.
There's a def-
Pyro, help me. The one with the big sword. Snake arm. Cross Wars.
It's decidedly
It's not Minervamon, it's the other one.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of right.
You know the one I'm talking about, chat. Like you can see it in your head. It's not Lilithmon. Lilithmon is Goth GF.
Hottest Digimon. Why are the Digimon hot? It's so weird.
It's kind of disappointing.
Why did Piedmon come up? What the fuck?
It's Mervamon.
Merv. Yes, that's what it is. Why do I know that? I've never even seen this one.
Cause you're Dave.
That's why I said it's not Minervamon, because Minervamon is like a slide evolution.
That's right. It's this one. It's this Digimon. With the big tits. Big tits. It is weird though that they use.
Skull might work.
Yeah, sounds cool. It is weird they use Digimon for the fan service though. Cause like it's a monster hunting or monster collector thing, so it's like weird that some of them are waifus. I don't know.
I think the summon skull would work if you brought it down, finished the wings, and left out the tail. Like it looks like it's coming out of Pegasus's shadow.
Like just kind of just like leave the tail off. I mean, I have to completely redraw it. But I'm just trying to get the blocking out.
But just like finish the wings up. Like move him slightly down so their shoulders are about the same height. And remove the tail so it looks like he's just coming out of Pegasus's side.
Yeah.
I think that really works.
Maybe and then I'll just have to play around with the colors to find a color that works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that it's a little weird.
Summon Skull?
Yes, Summon Skull is my waifu.
I mean, sure. To each their own, I suppose.
Well, like, they are programs, technically, so they were created by someone.
I always assumed that the Digimon were some sort of Ghost in the Shell data, though. They weren't actually created. They were some sort of...
No, they were created.
Oh, speaking of t-shirts, the minimalist t-shirt designs are live on Teespring.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Friday. But I might wait for the Chaz one.
That was requested a few times.
It was. I saw it. I think Armed Dragon level 10 would work very well.
Put a bottle of wine behind it.
T-shirt.
Instead of a card, it's just a bottle of wine with Pegasus. Or like Mokuba. That would be funny.
Like the card.
Yeah.
Mokuba the card.
It's Mokuba. Doing that like stupid like Yugi's grandpa pose where he's like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Tamers, I remember them being created, but I could have sworn that in the original series that they were just like Ghost in the Shell. Like,
nope, they were explicitly created in the original series. It's expanded upon in season 2.
Actually,
you might be right, because isn't one of the Digidestin's parents one of the ones that, or
Yep.
no, it was.
I don't know, guys.
It was that weird sad dude, right? Or is
It
that
was
Tamers?
the sad dude.
Or is the sad dude?
Because he's talking to the egg, and then he come like the two Digimon on the screen. He's talking to them, and then later on he finds out that it was the two bad Digimon that was helping him out the whole time.
I thought the sad
then
dude was
it's a really
Tamers
sad-
though.
I was
No, that
second
wasn't
guessing
Tamers.
between Dark Magician Girl a little too soon.
Oh. Does it work?
Oh no, it works.
It works really well.
It's the perfect height, and she's got the contrasting color.
Yeah, and I can make the pink lines be red.
Plus, it gives you an excuse to do Dark Magician Girl.
Yes.
No, don't do Chaz with the Ojamas, please. Do Chaz with Armed Dragon.
No,
It would have to be
man.
Armed Dragon.
No, man, it's Chaz like face palming with the Ojams. He's the only one that's a joke.
Yeah. Because I think it was the digital world became integrated so much with technology because a couple of Digimon became that powerful.
The Digimon
like
Emperor?
a Pokemon. The
Like a
Digimon
Pokemon.
Emperor's dad is the one that made.
Anyway,
Put Bandit
I am
Keith with a
going-
gun.
100% agree on the facepalm idea. Yeah, no, I will. I think I do like the Two Magician Girl because of the colors, the pose, and it doesn't look like she's coming out of nothing.
It does what I want it to do.
Yeah, I do like it. So
I hate that.
we'll start drawing that tomorrow, and
Spank Bank.
and then. Well, I think it takes like 3 days for the t-shirts to show up on the YouTube, like underneath the YouTube videos. So once those are showing up in the like underneath the YouTube videos, I'll make a community post and blast out an announcement to the
Sure.
socials.
Make sure you at everybody in the Discord. They like that.
They do. They really do. They, in fact, just the other day, I was reading a conversation between two of the people there that said, I really miss being added by Dave. It hasn't happened enough. I think it needs to happen some more. So I mean, take that as you will, Dave. But I think the people really like it when you add everyone.
I'll probably at everyone tomorrow when I get my results for
There you go.
my COVID-19 test.
I think
Did
we'll
they
have
tell
to
you
throw a
which
virtual
Pokemon?
party.
It was a weird test. It's not
Did they
fun.
shove it up your nose?
They shoved it up my nose,
All the way to the back.
all the way to the back.
Tickle your brain.
I was like in the middle of saying something when he did it, so I was like, so is it gonna be weird? Ah! He laughed.
Nice. Anyway, on that note, my wife is waiting for me in bed. So I bid you adieu.
I see. He's leaving us for a woman.
For a
It's true.
woman.
There is
Goodbye.
something that's come between us.
All
Good night.
around me are familiar faces.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for the stream. Hopefully, I will still be amongst the living for our stream on Wednesday. Maybe we'll be able to do some of the top cut. Would we
No,
be...
that'll be the final round.
Oh, there's one more round?
Pretty sure.
I've lost count at this point. I thought this was the final round.
No, there's one more round.
There's 6 rounds?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then we'll do that.
Or 100% orange.
Hope you live. Yep. So I will probably post on the community tab how I'm doing, just to keep you guys updated, because I don't know if I'll be posting a video this week. It depends on how I feel, because I'm not the sickest person in the world right now, which is why I'm not too worried. But I also don't feel great, so I wouldn't say I really want to record anything. But we'll see. I might do a short discussion video this week. How do you guys feel here? Before I leave you guys, how do you guys feel a discussion video on whether or not Spell Speed 2 monster effects has ruined the game of Yu-Gi-Oh? There's a Yu-Gi Boomer discussion for you. What do you think?
I like the effectiveness of Big Number in modern Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think the impetus is that we have 3 Dark Arm Dragon and 3 Blackluster Soldier, and it sucks, and no one plays them, and they're bad, and that seems kind of sad. Because they're just ignition effects that don't do anything on your opponent's turn, so therefore they're bad, and that just seems kind of sad.
It is a little sad.
They're only playing Yu-Gi-Oh on your turn, and that's bad.
And they're super impactful monsters too.
Yeah, like Blackluster Soldier and Dark Arm Dragon hit the field, they're going to make a big advantage swing. But it's like, you know what? Not worth space in my deck. I'm sorry. Granted,
I
Blackluster
don't
Soldier's
enjoy
in a bit of a different scenario because of Legionnaire exists, and he's kind of a 1-for-1 upgrade. But even still, Swap Frog's is a starter though. That doesn't count. The idea is that when you make a boss monster, it should be impactful and hard for your opponent to get rid of. So in modern,
Here is the perfect comparison. XYZ Dragon Cannon alongside ABC Dragon Buster.
there you go.
They are a perfect 1-to-1 comparison.
Because now they just both just straight banish a card.
No. XYZ Dragon Cannon just destroys a card, but they have the same activation condition, essentially the same summoning condition, and the same cost for their effect. But one's an ignition effect and one's a quick effect. ABC does have the additional part where it can summon the other parts, but that's a separate part of the discussion.
I think that's the biggest hurdle, is that they're bad turn 1, and it's not that they're not impactful later in the duel, because it's just that you can't make them turn 1, sit on them, and expect them to stick. And most Yu-Gi-Oh players now feel that that's slow and bad, because it's really about...
And going second fucking sucks.
Going second sucks.
Like, I play OTK decks, and it sucks.
Playing into your opponent's unbreakable board is just unfun. I think there's something to talk about. I think it's Yugi boomerish to say it ruined the game, but it decidedly changes the game and kind of gatekeeps what cards are considered good. Because I'll never get over the fact that we are the only card game in existence that doesn't have rotating sets. And we have over 10,000 cards at our disposal, and at any given time now, 9,000 of them are fucking bad and unplayable garbage.
Another game that had the issue of the rotating sets was Vanguard. It's a very apt comparison. Vanguard just kept adding more mechanics, and they had a kind of pseudo extra deck summoning mechanic. And last year, it got too much. It got too much to handle, and they reset the game. They're not printing cards for the old set anymore. They're only printing the new cards.
Interesting. Can you not use the old cards?
Not in standard. You can use it in premium, but you can't use it in standard.
Gotcha.
Because standard only the new cards.
Yeah, Yugi has a different problem. They're like, we don't care. You can use all the cards you want, but we decidedly printed most of the cards in the game to be really terrible, so we don't have to worry about them later. You don't have to worry about a card being accidentally broken if it's fucking awful.
That's why I refer to premium as the tipping point. That's more like what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Gotcha.
Because there was like an FTK deck in that game, and that game doesn't have any interaction.
Understand.
Yeah.
Playing only during your turn is what I heard makes Pokemon less attractive.
It is way less attractive because of that.
It only plays on your... Yeah, that's true.
There's also an FTK deck in that game, and it was showcased at the World Championships on stream. And they're like, the judges, the people that were commentating on the stream are like, well, let's see if he flips over the one card that makes him FTK. Oh, and he does. Okay, he's gonna finish that combo up, and we'll go to game 2 after he's done.
they tried to not sound annoyed.
Yeah,
that's funny. So I don't know. I'm not sure there's a good solution to the whole thing though, because if I'm going to be talking, I haven't recorded the video, nor do I have a particularly strong opinion on the whole thing. It's like spell speed 2 monster effects on boss monsters decidedly changes how Yu-Gi-Oh works and really determines whether or not a monster in your extra deck is worth going into or not. If it doesn't have some sort of inherent protection or has some sort of interaction with your opponent, it's normally just not very good. And that really like gatekeeps what cards are playable in Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's just kind of, I don't know, annoying, but it's also like you can't really fix it, and it's not all their fault. Some cards are just bad. Like, they just print shit cards that will never see play because they were just purposely underpowered so that they don't have to worry about them later when they're designing other new cards, I guess.
Perfect example, the Witchcrafters.
Just horribly underpowered, so they don't have to worry about them.
Yep.
Yeah, but Boral Sword's a little different. He proves that you can be big number and still be useful, but it requires you to be extremely generic, an extra deck monster that's at your disposal at any time, and is such a big number that it's ridiculous.
That's why I like the idea of the big number and its presence in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! Because in old grandpa times, when you normal summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, if your opponent couldn't out Blue Eyes White Dragon, like, that's a Blue Eyes White Dragon. But nowadays, you could summon something like Blue Eyes White Dragon, and your opponent's like, ah, cool, shuffle it back.
I mean,
so I think,
yeah. I mean, I think part of it it's it's the arms race between the gun and the bulletproof vest.
mm-hmm.
Like, you know, every time the armor gets better, the bullet gets bigger to the point where, you know, your leather vest is no longer an option.
turns out a flak jacket can't stop a train.
Yeah, it's like you just constant arms race.
That's an excellent point, Conroy. He
What?
doesn't want to use Monin Glacia's effect because it making your opponent discard for 2 helps them more than hurts most of the time.
Yeah, I mean that is also somewhat meta dependent. Sometimes sometimes that's less power creep, more meta dependent, because like there's some tier 1 decks like what I don't think Sky Strikers wouldn't appreciate you knocking a bunch of cards out of their hands. Sure, it lets them
Yeah,
get,
they would.
yeah, kinda. It depends what you hit. If you gotten their engaged, they lose their big +1 to start their turn. Like, it depends on the deck. Granted, most decks, you know, would appreciate some nice graveyard setup, but like,
Please discard my ABC pieces, Conroy.
yeah, it's a little
Those are
less.
stuff I
It's
don't spend.
I will say this though, the spell speed 2 monster effect has certainly made traps bad.
Oh yeah.
Because
Q J Voids.
what?
Q J Voids complaining about traps.
Like, he doesn't like them?
No, he loves traps and doesn't understand why there's so much trap hate, but not a lot of spell hate.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not an awful question, because it's like, I think it's because most people are just salty and dumb and don't like your opponent to do anything. They would just prefer that you just lost. So they're like, ew, how dare you, like, attempt to stop my combo? How dare you? I think that's really what it is. It's just people being salty.
How dare you affect Valor, my silver gadget?
Yeah, they don't care. Like, people bitch about hand traps, they bitch about regular traps, they bitch about floodgates, they bitch about literally anything that prevents you from making your dumb fucking play. And that
Dark Magician, because Magician Souls and Red Eyes Fusion are too powerful.
which is, I don't know, I think most people complain about a bunch of stuff, but like, it's funny too, because like, if I play a really good game of like frogs against my opponent, like half the time at the end of like a tournament, they'd be like, wow, that was a fucking great duel, because it was interactive and we had fun and we were going back and forth, and it was like an actual game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, so people get annoyed by the concept of this stuff, but I think when it really comes down to it, it's a much more fun game when the players are going back and forth and something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think people just put the competitive context above the fun context, and they forget that, you know, yeah, I want to get my win, but at the end of the day, it's a game, and you know, it's overall a better experience when it's actually kind of fun to play.
Yeah. That's why I like playing the big number. I can get the round done so that we can have some fun. Yeah, I have all of my train cores in my deck box, so I can switch it up to like a fun and interactive Earth Machine deck for when the round's over.
There you go.
As opposed to, oh, you didn't open a way to stop me from Exceed Summoning once? Okay.
The fact that I can't reliably make a deck with 20 monsters, 10 spells, and 10 traps makes me sad. What do you mean, like, when you were like 10? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, you can't do that no more.
Fuck you, I can do what I want. Where's my 10 traps? Infinite Impermanence.
Anyway, I think that's where we're going to call it, because I really should probably get to bed, even though that, you know, I don't have to get up necessarily as early as I normally do. I still probably should, and I am really tired. Whole being sick thing. Thank you guys for joining us for the possible last stream ever. I know that Dave's dying of Rona, so we should you might as well enjoy it while you can. If I am still amongst the living by Wednesday, we will do the final round of my budget tournament. Hopefully, I'll be able to sneak one last win with this awful fucking deck. Thank you guys for joining us, and remember, if you don't troll the meta well, I will see you guys next time.